could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me. Looking for change, looking for pain, pulling a mob, pushing a train. I'll never stop, stick to a lane, pick up the pieces and go rearrange. I'll be the best above all the rest, put me to the test and expect nothing less, your check as I'm chess, what's happening next, yeah. He got the venom, a tangible weapon, no coming in second. This life is a lesson, he got a new engine. From pain it's a blessing, new focus, no guessing. Just bold and obsession, all in his possession. You got their attention, I'll leave an impression and take a redemption. Just kill, no discretion, your mind is a weapon. 11-11, it's time for progression, You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me. People like sheep move feet, hurt it easy. You don't wanna be fast asleep when they scheming. Better stand tall, ready for a fight, believe me. When they try the chains, you can say no, free me. So he's been looking for somebody who could save him, instead of searching inside for what they gave him. A strong will, strong mind causes mayhem. We could change the world, change times, rearrange them. Staying on pace, running the race. Life is a chase, I don't want a place, I wanna be first. Work till it hurts, dehydrated thirst till I'm in a hearse. High ambitions and the right mind can take you so far. It's like you lived a few lifetimes. Take off from a break off from the weak minds. They can stay soft. You can change lives. You create thoughts. Never waste time. You got one shot. You got one life. Better pop off. What do you like? Make a dream job. No 9-5. No mean boss. Just my life and free thoughts. You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way. What I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me. People like sheep move feet, hurt it easy. You don't wanna be fast asleep when they scheming. Better stand tall, ready for a fight, believe me. When they try the chains, you can say no, free me. I'm one of a kind, there ain't no one like me. So hard to find, it's the real damn thing. Don't be wasting any time, I got somewhere to be. Always on the grind, yeah, you know me. Hold the crown will be mine, you can call me king. A matter of time for you all love me. Finally at my prime, right where I wanna be. I'm one of a kind, there ain't no one like me. Put my money where my mouth is, I'ma get it now, kid. Heard around town, this sound is astounding. Feel my heart pounding, bass is surrounding. Think I finally found it, so I'm gonna mount it. Like an ex-girlfriend, I'ma get it back. Make a couple racks as I make a couple tracks. Stay on the attack as I'm writing every rap in a snapback. Black dog, this coke in this jack. Man, I feel good, dog, I feel good. Woke up a little richer, also with a little wood. If I could teach this shit, man, really wish I could. So listen up closely, I'll give you a push. I raise hell every time my lyrics pop off. I take shots at the haters with a sawed off. Girl, you better keep me up or I'll nod off. One shot, all I got, I will not stop. I'm one of a kind, there ain't no one like me. So hard to find, it's the real damn thing. Don't be wasting any time, I got somewhere to be. Always on the grind, yeah, you know me. Hold the crown will be mine, you can call me king. A matter of time for you all love me. Find me at my prime, right where I wanna be. I'm one of a kind, there ain't no one like me. Yeah, it's not enough, man, I want more. I keep on doing business, open every single door. I wanna be the richest, so you see me up on Forbes. I can do this through my music, that's how I even the score. I don't take it slow, man, I want it bad. Every single day, I'll be carving out a path. Like a girl with a tat on her back, all black. I'ma take her right back to my pad where it's at. I don't ever slack off, so you better back off. I'm about to blast off faster than NASA. Everybody stand up, put your fucking hands up. That's the demand, up. Welcome to the brand, bruh. No, I'm not cautious, I take risks. And no, you can't stop this, I'm too slick. She knows that she wants it, so come quick, baby, know that I'm on it. I don't quit. I'm one of a kind, there ain't no one like me. So hard to find, it's the real damn thing. Don't be wasting any time, I got somewhere to be.
Put that cookie down,
yeah, you know me. Hold the crown will be mine, you can call me king. A matter of time for you all love me. Find me at my prime, right where I wanna be. I'm one of a kind, there ain't no one like me. I'm one of a kind, there ain't no one like me.
Who is your daddy?
Put that cookie down!
I'm one of a kind, there
Now!
ain't no one like me. I'm one of a kind, there ain't no one like me. It's our time to shine. Yo, that's the kind of state of mind you gotta combine with hard work and time. You gotta climb to the top. Don't let yourself drop till your heart stops. Let this beat rock. Got a new clock and a new stock for this new rock. Just let your mind loose from the new stock. Drunk off the goose, thinking that I'm too pop. Getting caught with a few thoughts, cause I'm too lost. Off the speakers can't even handle me. Giving what I got, nobody's gonna drain my energy. And I will never stop, I'm motivated by enemies. Setting up shop so everybody remember me. And though I am not going through life regretfully, I'd rather work non-stop, what they call incessantly, than work some odd job just to live life pleasantly. Already got lost in my mind, not a fantasy, I'm getting it. Forgotten souls, so stop, drop, and roll. You lost all control and pop off your ball. I got squat, I fall, I'm not bought, I'm sold. My stock rocks, it's gold. Hey, knock, knock, she holding shit, talk to close. I ain't stopping though, it's hip-hop, you know. Or is it rock and roll? I'm not dropping, don't know my pocket's grown. You can't stop the show, so get fucking up. So let me break it all down for you. I ain't never giving up, I ain't never giving up. Taking that crown from you. I ain't worried about you, I ain't never. So let me break it all down for you. I ain't never giving up, I ain't never giving up. Taking that crown from you. I ain't worried about you, I ain't here to make it. Yeah. I ain't never slowing down, keep on going till I'm down. No, I'm never slowing down, cause we're blowing up now. I ain't never slowing down, keep on going till I'm down.
This is really cool.
No, I'm never slowing down, cause we're blowing up. Hard words like a weapon, attack with no questions. In my own section and they still disconnected, cause their mind's been infected and they're filled with objection. Too filled for recollection, so we're losing all attention. They don't know I'm in contention, cause I'm gaining their attention, cause I'm making a connection. Lyricism and aggression got me feeling my ascension. In my passion, my profession, I'm attacking my obsession, taking action and progressing. I go off on the enemy, that's what makes them scared of me. Make my plans carefully, then execute them daringly. They say I act recklessly, but that's why I'm effective. See, you can't predict my tendencies, I offer no transparency. Some people think I'm lost, others think I'll be a legend. I'm never gonna stop till I'm one above second. And my thoughts at the top, but my mind stay present. Don't let your dreams stop, cause dreaming is a blessing. They tell me all the same, told me I won't make a name. But it's not about the fame, it's about keeping me sane. So I stay within my lane, feel my heart run through my veins, feel adrenaline.
Yes, so we'd like to have a refund.
Welcome to my domain. So let me break it all down for you. I ain't never giving up, I ain't never giving up. I'm taking that crown from you. I ain't worried about you, I ain't never. So let me break it all down for you. I ain't never giving up, I ain't never giving up. I'm taking that crown from you.
I'll ask you a bunch of questions.
So let me
Answer it immediately.
break it all down for you. I ain't never giving up, I ain't never giving up.
Yes, so we'd like to have a refund.
I ain't worried about you, I ain't never. So let me break it all down for you.
It's turbo time.
Taking that crown from you.
It's turbo time. It's turbo time. It's turbo time.
What's up, grinders? It's Monday. We're back on the Mondays. Shout out to Arnold with the remix intro. Zigga, 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 zigga. Arnold.
Well, I've got news for you. You're mine now. You belong to me.
Oh, man, you know what that kind is? It's Booster Night. We're talking about Booster. I don't want the Booster. The Turbo Man. The holiday. Hear ye. That's right, grinders. It is Monday night where Gaming Grindhouse is back with Arnold Remix and some new songs. Freshen it up as we get into the holiday season. Oh, yeah. Can't wait to play 30 frames per second. Oh, damn. Pause.
Okay.
Oh, my God. Grindsboard's lit. Shout out to everybody coming on in. Hit that like button. Share it out. Hit that subscribe if you're new. I'm going to see you if you're new. Hit that subscribe button. Join the Grind House. You could use the incredible emojis. Woo, woo, woo. Here they are. Here they are. Here they are. Oh, the 3 C's. We got them. They're coming in. Oh, man. Wildin'. Shout out to everybody. Nelson Gaming, Geo Knows Gaming, Wild Wolf, Mod Razzie, Neil, Don Juan, Don John, Nick, Wolfthorn, Dylan, Mary Wilcox, Tenchu, what's up? Garuda Legends, how you doing, man? Sanu, Wild Wolf, what's up? Shout out to all the grinders coming on in. Carol. Who else we got? Wolfthorn. Then said you. And then we got True Virgil. What's up? The Coon 1985. Still waiting for Silent Hill. Yeah, there's some news. Shout out to everybody coming on in. Stay in the room only in tonight's Grindhouse. Pentiment Game of the Year. Dan, we're starting messy. What's up, Frogs? How you doing?
Man, I'm pretty good, man. Just looking at this wildness, man, going on.
every goddamn week. Every goddamn week. Can
we just look, can we just play games and
dude, please.
And there's some issues going on with some of these reviewers. There's some issues going on with some of these developers. There's like fuck the community of gamers that want to play. These developers and these companies, there's some things going. Look, it's hard. It's hard work trying not to have something negative to say directly about Xbox. It's hard, man. It's like they make it so easy every week to week, and it's not like I can't say anything bad about PlayStation or Switch.
Well, let me put a little background. I'm going to put a little background picture while you describe how easy it is, because yeah, I just found this as we were going through here. Okay, keep talking about how easy it is, because my goodness, dude. Here we go.
You know,
Aaron Greenberg hyping up Times
easy.
Square Persona 5 Royale ads. Yeah, Frog, how easy is it?
Let me tell you, I think it's easier. It's easier. I don't know, man. They've made it so easy to just considerably and constantly shit on them, and they don't care.
Hey, man.
And people think, and I'm gonna be honest with you, there are a lot of people who think that, oh man, you just want to shit on just because. No, they do it to themselves. Like it's not hard.
This is a perfect example. Aaron Greenberg tweeting out, love seeing fans posting the Times Square spots for Persona 5 Royale in advance of launch on Xbox this Friday. Sitting at a 90 Metacritic. What a treasure this is for Game Pass members who asked for this.
Wait a second.
This is how we're starting off.
I just want to make sure. He said sitting at a 90 Metacritic when it hasn't come out on Xbox, so he's just using whatever consoles or scores ever come out. That's what it's sitting at across the board.
I think it got some reviews on Xbox. It's a port. Like it is what it is. You get like a 70.
My whole thing is this. Me and my son were talking about this earlier. It's
Times Square.
We've gotten to the point where Metacritic only matters when it matters to certain. I hate the fanboy shit. Like, look. Scorn, I played Scorn. Holy shit! What a dumpster fire. I played that game, and I was like, you know what? Maybe I'll try to. That game is boring as fuck. Okay. Aside from that,
well, that's not on Times Square though. Persona 5 is.
Oh my god! Look, dude, that game is boring as shit.
Yeah, I don't
know who is that game for. That's what I wonder. Who is that game for? When they were going out there and they were like, you know what, we need to make a game. Well, we need to get a game. And who is this for? Who did they do this for?
I don't know.
I don't get it, man.
We're going right to the messy things. We didn't even thank the VIP grinders yet. We're already showing Times Square. They're going wild. Holy crap, the grinders are going wild in the chat, man. They're just like, are you kidding me? Where the hype for this game? Oh my goodness. I'm not saying it's a bad game. It's just they're Times Square for Game Pass advertisement. See, it says Game Pass.
Hey man, there's a problem, and it's
right next to Hershey's chocolates.
It's gonna hurt gaming, man. I keep saying it. We are due for a big reset, and I think it's coming sooner
I don't
than
know what the
later,
hell's
man.
going on, dude. I don't know
Dude,
what the hell's going on.
it's like we're due for a reset, man.
And
It's
he
like,
has he got rid of Scorn hype real quick though. He was hyping up
because
he
the
was
game
hyping up
is
Scorn.
ass.
Dude, yeah, you talking about Scorn. He's right on to Pentiment right now. But here you go. Like
Oh my god!
I don't know what the hell he's tweeting about. He's retweeting Cobra talking about Forza Horizon 5 tribute. I can't
Jez.
get into
You know
this
what,
thing.
Jez? Let me tell you something. And it hurts, man. And this is why it hurts.
Where is
It hurts.
here's the
It hurts.
Scorn
It
hype?
hurts. It hurts because as much as I want to game and just play good
Oh,
games,
geez, the mini fridge.
like I can't fucking do it everywhere. Only 2 people are really allowing me to, and not including PC. The console market, there's only 2 people who are literally giving me that ability to like, hey, you really want a game, you can do it here. The other ones are like, hey, well, I know you want a game here, but hey, we got something called Game Pass. You know?
I don't know, man. It's
And
like a rite
that's
of passage,
basically,
right? I don't know.
yeah, and I'm like, what the fuck, man? It's like, I'm gonna be honest with you. I think that, and it's just me. Um, I think that after the year of oh my god, this is so hard.
You don't know what I'm showing. I'm showing the guy opened that guy opening up the refrigerator.
Dude, I think after a year of being in PlayStation and Premium, there's no way I'm gonna resubscribe. If it's
I don't know, man. Oh yeah, I know. We talked about that last week on that stuff. Where was the Scorn hype? Oh my god, I don't even want to talk about Scorn. Here it is. Just a couple of days till Scorn launches exclusively on Xbox, PC, and Game Pass. Fan created Scorn headers and day one Game Pass. Oh, pause. What are we doing here, guys? What are we doing? This is what we're doing. Scorn day one advertisement. Like this is fan art. We're making
Put this thing away. This is not worth it.
Yes, I would like to have a refund.
This is what we're doing. This is the fan art that we're doing. Day one Scorn Game Pass advertisement in Scorn letters.
I hope this isn't true.
I can't. Oh, please. We started messy.
Game over.
Yes. This is what we're doing. Everybody, take it for your highlight reel. There you go. Take it for your backgrounds. Okay. Back to where we want. Frog, you there? Hello? Frog, what happened? Oh, Frog got... Uh-oh, internet. Well, this will be a good time for hearing... What? Uh-oh, we got to thank our VIP grinders. In it goes. Hey. VIPs in the house. We got to go to the Quality Club. That's right. Thanking the VIP grinders here for their contributions to the Grindhouse. Making it a great show and making it awesome with those emojis in the chat to add the emotion and the passion. Oh, he's back! Oh, grinders! Scorn kill frogs. Oh, man. But we're in the VIP grinders. Shout out to the VIP grinders. Thank you for everything you do. And use those Herman Holtz splits emojis. Join the Grindhouse VIP lounge. We might be going super VIP soon. Thinking about another tier. I don't know. I'm thinking about it. But the VIP grinders right now, you know what the club is. And Herman Holtz rocking. Thank you, Herman, with the quality splits. There is hope for the rest of this year. And it's Ragnarok. And now, back to the Grindhouse. Thank you again, VIP grinders. Gotta go to the rafters. Get out of here. Oh my goodness. This is not good. Oh, there we go. Get the Scorn off my screen. Scorn off my screen. Yeah. Okay. What's up? Steady Flow. What's up, man? All right, so let's get to the topics. I don't know. Scorn got frogs. Something happened. He was crapping on Scorn, and it got him. So we don't know where he is right now. Hopefully he's okay. But yeah, what's his name? Aaron Greenberg put in, if you're in Times Square, see the Persona ad for Game Pass, Persona 5. Happy Monday, Mr. Tennis. Nelson's still not on the wall. Oh, damn. I'm gonna put you on, Nelson. What happened? Uh-oh. You know what, Nelson? We'll put you on the wall. We'll get you. I stopped the whole show. God, hey, I'm putting Nelson right on there. Nelson, I'm sorry. We're doing it live. That's how special VIP Grinder. We're putting you on, Nelson, right now. Nelson Gaming is going on. You're on the wall, Nelson.
Hey,
there
hello?
you go. Sorry, Frog. We had to go back. We had to go back in time to the Nelson. You're on the wall. Thank you very much. I got you, Nelson. I got you. I stopped the whole friggin' show. I want the Nelson on the VIP wall because he's a VIP grinder. He's partying with her melts. We got you. Sorry, Frog. What happened? Scorn got you by the Scorn got you?
Yeah, they got me by the scorn.
Oh, damn. They grabbed you by the scorns.
Grabbed me by the damn ghoulies.
The good scorns. They grabbed by the ghoulies.
What I was gonna say is man, we have to, and I believe that as a community of people who game, we have to do better. Like, you know, I know we're going to talk about Plague's Tale. I know we're going to talk about a lot of different things. A lot of things have come out. Scorn came out, and I noticed that the typical, and I'm going to call it bullshit because it is what it is, and most people disagree that it's bullshit, but it is. When you can see a game, and you can say this mostly for PlayStation, not even for Nintendo, because Nintendo doesn't have the major third party gets. When you can see that consistently and constantly a game will come out and it has like maybe 4 people that review it in Metacritic, and the game sits at a higher score because only 4 or 5 reviewers want to review it, and then PlayStation. Let's just take it. Let's take it for an example. PlayStation get the same game as Xbox, and let's just say PlayStation gets it beforehand, right? So we'll give you an example, like Deathloop. Deathloop comes out and 111 people, they review it, and it gets a 85, 89, whatever on Metacritic, or let's just say 85. But then it comes on Xbox and it gets 88. You're like, how the fuck is it getting a higher score? Like it's the same game. Well, because less people review games on Xbox. So it's what seemed to happen, and I think we've said this before, is the same game, same quality, everything will seem to somehow score higher on an Xbox, and you wonder why, you wonder how. It's because they don't have as many people reviewing it, or they have more, or they have more
reviews have.
Not that many. Not that many.
Let's say, man.
My whole point is this: if you're gonna come out and you're gonna review a game and you're a website and you're reviewing a multiplat, the score should be the fucking same. The lesson is, because 9 times out of 10, it's not going to drastically change the game. That's what I feel.
Score's the same on both of them.
Yeah.
It has 63
okay.
on PC reviewers and 7 on Xbox.
See what I'm saying? So
it just depends on the code, I guess they get, right?
But if you had the 6, but here's my thing, Jazz. If 63 people reviewed it on Xbox, would that score be lower or higher? It'd be lower. The reason that a lot, and this is what I'm saying, like, they can't run around and publisher of the year and this and that it's bullshit. And we constantly see, and the reason it upsets me is because gamers, common sense people who game have to know that, like, this is not, you're not fooling anybody. Like, this is bullshit. It's not about the fanboy. It's not about where I primarily play. It's like, you can see where it's wrong is wrong. You're like, wait a minute. How is this game that supposedly is not that great freaking scoring this well, on another console, and it's the same fucking game? Doesn't make sense. Well, that's because there's a motive. There's a motive behind it. The motive is it doesn't matter how well it scores and
what's interesting,
there's a Game Pass.
Frog, is if you look at the Xbox scores, there's it depends. Like the Xbox Hub, I guess, didn't review the PC version because I don't see them on.
See what I'm saying? Like, but
the Xbox
Hub. My whole thing is this, Jazz. Like, why are we even at any point? Why are we even saying, like, why are we seeing a certain amount of scores for PC and Xbox, that's because they're one and the same. So should I take it? And here's my thought process. Should I, as a gamer, say, well, the PC and the Xbox, they got them on both the consoles, so it doesn't matter at this point. They're both the same. Or should I say, no, this is bullshit, and stand by my wits and saying, this game is probably worse on the Xbox. Well, they've not given you that ability
I don't
to
know,
do that.
man. But sometimes it is. Like, sometimes they're better performing on one system than another, so they'll have different scores. But the difference is that not the same reviewers reviewing it on both platforms to compare. It's like, well, I got a review code for the PlayStation version, and sometimes that's to do with marketing. It has to do with deals.
Yeah, we know it has to do with
sometimes they're like,
marketing.
hey, I want the Xbox review. Xbox is like, well, we're like marketing with this one, so we're going to send out Xbox review codes so we get Xbox ones. But I'm just so surprised with Game Pass.
We know it definitely has to do with marketing. The marketing is Game Pass. Game Pass. Screw really look.
Yeah, but I'm so surprised like that with I guess with PC Game Pass that what they did. But anyway, I'm done with Metacritic sucks ass.
At the end of the day,
look at the user score though.
This reason I say is because when you got people that work for the companies, they're Metacritic. It's kind of one of those things. Shut the hell up. It's kind of one of those things that you kind of look and you say, now Metacritic matters, but before Metacritic didn't matter. When they're winning in the MPD, now all of a sudden these MPD numbers matter, but before it didn't matter. It's bullshit. It gets tired.
I'm gonna give you something really strange here. So we're looking at Plague Tale Requiem, right? PC
game.
Right? Yeah, right. PC has 22 reviews. The PlayStation 5 has 51. Which is so weird because it's in Game Pass. Series X has 25. So Xbox has 25. The Switch has 1. Which I can't. It's on
Who has the higher score?
PlayStation 5 has an 84. Let me see. PC has an 81, and Xbox has an 85.
See what I'm saying?
There's your point.
When you have less reviewers, you're always going to get a higher score.
And you got Xbox Hub. Generation Xbox, Generation
one of those things. It's like
Xbox achievements.
We can make it look better if we just have less review. I think it's an intentional thing because it makes it seem like the Xbox version is the better version when they're the same fucking version, same boring.
And the VGC one sits at so the VGC 40 review score it pulls down the PlayStation score, but that one doesn't sit under the Xbox one.
I'm under the
does that one sit there?
Yeah, I'm under this assumption.
VGC is not on the on the Xbox One.
I'm under this assumption, Jazz.
I can't wait to read about Xbox Gyno. What the hell is this one? Xboxogen.
Xbox Gyno.
The hell website's this? Xboxogen.
What are they
Who
doing?
the hell this?
Who knows? Well, this is what I'm under the assumption. I'm just gonna assume this, right? Not trying to make an ass of myself, but Plague Tale. I'll give you an example. Like that game came out and it scored whatever, right? But I played the first game. And I had it on, obviously played it on PS4. And
I like the first one. I'm excited for the second one.
I didn't understand like what was the big hype because everybody's like, man, it's such a good game graphically. That game looks like shit, right? So PS5 version comes out and I'm playing through it. I'm like, it's one of those games that like, and it is my opinion, like it feels like a game that. If it was on a PC and it got ported to a console, like I said it before, I say it again. From Home Interactive, the stuff they freaking published and the stuff they developed, it doesn't look good. It's not optimized well. It looks like shit most of the time. Why are people acting like this game is really? I don't understand it. This game is not that great.
What?
No, yeah, like okay, graphically, this is going.
Graphically, this one's supposed to be a real looker. That's why it's a 30 frame. Who knows?
But the first one was supposed to be a real looker.
It looked good. But I wouldn't say it was like it looked good. But it looked like an indie game. It didn't look like.
Okay. Oh, thank you. You just said it.
It looked like
I had people tell me this game was on God of War levels graphically, and I was like, "Get the fuck out of here!"
No. You could tell that it was an indie. It was an indie game looking really good, like a AAA. It was like a Hellblade. I think even Hellblade looked better. But it was like a Hellblade-ish type where it was an indie game, but it really had that graphic thing.
It's an indie game that had a little bit of polish on it.
Now this is supposed to be really good looking. This does look damn good, and there's some open sections and stuff.
Dude, when I had somebody tell me, "Oh man, you don't understand how good Plague Tale is. It looks better than God of War," I was like, "Okay, this person's pandering."
Well,
I had to look at the person. I said, maybe this person's bullshit.
But
Then I
it is
went,
interesting what you said though. Like for your main point about this Metacritic stuff, how like why would they get more reviews in the PlayStation and only less on the Xbox? Like
it's
you would think
perception.
because it's a Game Pass thing, Microsoft has really
Nope.
pushed it. Asobo
Nope.
Studios, they have a relationship with them because
Nope.
of Flight Simulator. Like
They don't-
why is it
they
not
don't want
being
all the
pushed on the
reviews.
Xbox platform? Like and
They
no,
don't
no,
want
what's crazy
reviews.
too. You click on PS5 and you look, it says the 12th best PS5 game of 2022. And then you click on it for Xbox, and it says it's the 9th best Xbox game for 2022.
Tell you, man,
It's so strange.
you can clearly see there's a motive with
It's weird.
these reviewers that to hate primarily on PlayStation. And
Well,
and
I don't know if they're gonna hate on it. I think the problem.
No, what I'm saying is that you
is
get
the-
guys when you get reviewers like Stevia or what's the name,
Yeah,
Stevia
well,
or
that
whatever their
guy,
name
no,
is.
that one I
Like,
can
they're
see
fucking
they have
horrible.
some
And I'm
sort
like-
of bias to it.
And
But
I think that at some
just think
point
it's
when you
the
can
number,
see
though.
when you can clearly see, right? When I can clearly see that you're reviewing something, but there's clearly a bias, you shouldn't be able to. You shouldn't be allowed to put that shit on my site. And
Oh,
the reason I
Metacritic
say
don't
it's,
scare. They just get
I'm gonna tell
aggregate.
you no, it's important. The reason I say it's important is because you have the bullshit of Game Pass is the best thing since sliced bread, which okay, maybe to you it is, but maybe to me it isn't. But at the end of the day, you're given a false narrative about something. Best thing since gaming. Everybody's running around with this plays and like I just don't. There's so much shit I see. I just don't even want to be a part of it sometimes. You got Paris Lily out there getting motherfucking plates from PlayStation,
Oh,
and
well,
he doesn't fucking like. There's so much bullshit I see. I'm like, yo, half these motherfuckers don't play fucking games. The motherfuckers that play games and put their money where their mouth is, you can fucking tell. Half these cocksuckers aren't even playing the game.
Wait, I have so.
But
Anyway, yeah.
don't get me
Well, he
started on
came
that
right.
shit.
He came on here, right? Paris said right here. Going to be my first time playing a Persona game. Can't wait, Aaron Greenberg.
Fuck out of here. Fuck that dude,
And then
man.
here's Jamie Moran. I've been wanting to play Persona on Xbox for years now.
Let me tell you something. As
Dude,
a person,
these
I
people
got
are coming out of the woodwork.
As a person, I got no beef with Paris. As a gamer, fuck that piece of shit.
Oh my god! All right, Frog. You're
Fuck
causing
that piece of
craziness
shit,
now.
man.
All right.
That guy,
Anyway,
man, he's
so let's
such
get
a
back to the
fraud, man.
grindboard. Frog is
understand
going
that
on
shit.
to. We'll get on to the
Fucking fraud ass
grindboard.
dude.
So we're
He
gonna
doesn't
get
play
back on
games and all of a
topic.
sudden, I'm playing Persona. Fuck out of
Well,
here.
I just think it's kind of crazy that the guy's like, yeah, I can't wait to play it. I can't wait to play it for years, and it's just like, I guess, like I know, but and no what's crazy is that
He's ball watching
wasn't
it.
Persona?
He's ball watching.
Wait, wasn't Persona 5 on PC? Persona 5
I'm not for
Royale,
sure.
did that go to PC or no? This is
I
the
am
first
not
time.
for sure. If I had to
Never
guess,
seen it.
I would say no. It was only on PlayStation. If I had to guess,
No, I
'Cause I
thought
think
they
it was
made an announcement for PC.
it might have. But I thought it was
it's
only
on
PlayStation.
Steam. Oh, it's gonna go on Steam on the 20th, so it's going to Steam.
Okay, yeah. So it's only been on PlayStation. Which my
Yeah,
whole
it's only
thing is
been on
like,
PlayStation.
this is my thing. Like, there's a lot of games that are only on Xbox I wanted to play, and I'm like, shit, I really want to play this. I just fucking play it, right? I don't have I had no knowledge that maybe like certain games are coming
Yeah.
to
All right, let's get.
that system.
Yeah.
I just don't fucking get it, man. These guys,
All right.
man.
Yeah, let's go to the. So yeah, it's only been on PlayStation for 6 years. I know, but yeah, if you go back and yeah, I'm not wasting my time. But if you go back, I remember I was on Xbox with Persona and all that other stuff, and again, it's not. I tried it. I'm just not my cup of tea right now. For
Yeah,
Persona,
but these guys are stuck in the
but
game. off
these
like
guys
it's
like.
something
But
brand
one of the
new.
things I want to say is like they basically. They trashed on Persona wasn't considered a game. If you go back, some of them were arguing wasn't even a AAA game back at the thing because it was on Sony fan lists. And,
Yeah, people were shitting
and
on it
at the
'cause it was
time,
on
Xbox was had with Halos and Tomb Raiders and all that other stuff, and they're like Persona. Who's plays that?
Mhm.
I remember Persona, Yakuza. They weren't considered AAA games. They
There
were
you go.
considered just like fodder from the Xbox camp at that time when people were
Thank
hyping
you.
up those games when they were on PlayStation. But now they can't wait, and now it's like one of their feather in the caps for Game Pass. Yakuzas, the Personas, but those games were definitely treated as like they were on PlayStation lists, but basically they were not being considered AAA. And you can go back and just look up Persona and your favorite Xbox fan on Twitter and go see how the recent stuff
Yeah.
compared to what they used to talk about Persona. You could see it. Go to your favorite Xbox fan on Twitter Type in Persona, and you'll go see. Anyway, let's get back to the topics. We didn't even start on the topics yet, so we're gonna go.
No, we didn't.
PS5 sold 2 million UK. There'll be quick rundowns here. The quick topics. Todd Howard, more talk on Starfield. More talk. No shit. He showed a little bit of the dialogue, which I thought that was hilarious. That's the clip you guys are going to see. PSVR 2 instruction book leaked. Got 2 pages of that one. What's up, Salty? How you doing? Sony chose to block Game Pass. We kind of know that. Maybe we'll skip over that. We'll see. The CMA strikes back at Microsoft points. Yo, dude, I'm going to say, before I'm talking about all the Twitter stuff, man, when I see people do a 4-page document where the text is the size of a goddamn ant, and they're like going like, this is Xbox response. Man, I don't know what the hell we're doing now. We're reading legal documents now just to try to. It's horrible.
We're not even gaming anymore.
It's ridiculous.
We're so fucking worried about shit we have no.
I'm going to tell who's not gaming. G4 TV's not gaming anymore. They got
shit.
Smoked. They got smoked.
Wait. Can we say a dead man walking? Oh, shit.
Dead man. Dude didn't even. G4 TV didn't even leave the grave. They're a dead man walking. They're not even out a year. They were a grand opening, grand closing. They got smoked. Goodbye. The door didn't even open up for the shot. Smoked. Yes, they were dead man walking.
The writing was on the wall with them. The writing was on the wall.
They got smoked. Dead man walking. They got to get their shit together. Well, they couldn't even get their shit together because they're gone. G4 TV smoked. And then Silent Hill update on October 19th. That better not be on goddamn arcade game. And Series S booster called a potato by a developer. Oh my!
Hey, Jazz, we got. I got. Oh, we got to.
I'm gonna get to. We're gonna get to that thing. We're gonna get to that. Nobody, man.
You know what? Nobody likes you, Booster.
Nobody likes you, Booster. Not the devs. And then the 30 frames per second boycott. What's happening to current gen? That kind of the frog was going.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about that.
So let's go run down quick with the PSVR. Hit that like button, share it out. We got just over 200 people live here in our rants, Times Square. Frog brought the heat with Metacritic and how he despises that trash. And we showed how everybody's hyped up for Persona. Those were some bonus topics brought in by Frogs. And now we're gonna go to the first topic of the night is the 2 million sold in the UK. So this is really, there's nothing more to talk about it. All I can say is the stock is back and we told you so. There you go. Talking about smoked. Basically, the PS5 now sold 2 million units in the UK. The 4th fastest selling home console ever. But wait, there's more. Let's go see where the link takes us and let's see the list of beautiful competition. Let us compete, Satya says. Let's see. Oh, baby. We have the Wii. The 2 million, it took them 57 weeks. The PS2 took them 60 weeks. The PS4, 75 weeks. The PS5 and the PS3, 98 weeks. Xbox One, 104. The Xbox 360, the best of times, 110.
Oh,
even
shit.
Xbox at 162. Who is not on this list? Who is not on this list? Nintendo Switch is up there at 140.
Damn.
I don't see any series consoles on this list. Yeah, the whole family of PlayStations. You have a 360 and an Xbox One. So is it true that the series consoles are not on track? We're at 98 weeks with the PS5. 104. They got 10 more weeks to hit that. Hopefully they get on there. But they're not ranked in the top 10. So who knows? Nobody likes you, Booster. I don't know, man. That's the one console I saw is not on there. Everybody's on here. The PS1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the Wii, the Xbox One, the 360, the original Xbox. Where's the Series X consoles? Well, where are they? I don't know. I think we gotta hit the. I think we gotta hit the sirens.
Yeah, no, you know what it is? Wait until E3.
Just wait until it shows up on the list. I guess they're coming soon. I don't know.
Wait moments.
And didn't they launch like a week before or a week after the Xbox? I don't know.
PlayStation 5 and if I'm not mistaken, PlayStation 5 and
Let us compete.
And PS4 launched close, like within a week of each other. Same with the PS4 launched within
they
like
launched
a
a
week
week with each other.
And they're the same with the Xbox Series systems and that fucking trash ass series.
Man, I got a comment here from Satya about this.
And so everything that we're doing with our content, with our our cloud. And
Okay, thanks, Satya. Anyway, so yeah, wow. Anyway, there it is, 2 million, and fastest consoles to 2 million, and given the stock problems of the PS5, they were able to achieve that at a rate just equal to the PS3, which is pretty damn crazy. With the stock challenges. Xbox One took 104 weeks to reach 2 million, exactly 2 years. The 360 took 110 weeks, which was 2.12 years. Although the 360 was slower to this mark than the One, the 360 overtook the Xbox One after 3 years and remains Microsoft's biggest install with 9 million consoles in the UK. 360 days. Oh, the good old days. Grinders commentary. Man, we got potatoes in the chat. Oh goodness. They're being dirty. Dirty potatoes. The dirty onions, the dirty potatoes. And now we're gonna go on to some more gaming news with Todd Howard came out of his bomber jacket shell and decided to say something about Starfield. And one of the things that really stood out to me was this incredible interaction. Let me tell you about this, about the dialogue options. And I just want to show you how hyped I am for Starfield is listen to the detail of the dialogue options and listen to what Todd Howard is saying relative to the responses of the new content that they're able to put, these new dialogue options. I was so intrigued by this. So, and here it is. It's incredible. Starfield has over 252,000 more lines of dialogue than Fallout at 111. My gosh. Hear this incredible interaction and listen to Todd Howard's smooth voice as he wines and dines you about the beautiful, detailed interaction. It's incredible how this is cut. Let's hear. Is it going to work? Or Todd Howard's going to block it? Todd Howard, don't block it. Todd Howard does not want us to hear this. Todd?
Not like.
There it is.
The impact is really there. And that includes my favorite speech persuasion system.
You're not talking us out of this score.
It feels like it's part of the dialogue, but you're spending points to persuade them.
You willing to give up the ship? Just like that?
It feels natural, not like I've entered some other mode where we're not. I'm not doing
feels
regular.
So natural,
feels
doesn't
natural dialogue, but you're spending points to persuade them.
You willing to give up the ship? Just like that?
It feels natural, not like I've entered.
Man, that's so natural. Like I feel so engaged in that character with the way the one-liners.
Speech persuasion system.
You're not talking us out of this score.
It feels like it's part of the dialogue, but you're spending points to persuade them.
You willing to give up the ship? Just like that?
It feels natural, not like I've entered some other mode where we're not. I'm not doing regular dialogue. It's just I'm in this mode of persuading you to get what I want.
Having a way with words might prove useful.
That's it. That's all. I'm natural points to persuade them.
So we have a silent protagonist, Frog. So the guy you got to read your statement and then the guy just responds. How natural is this? This sounds so. And this was the problem that I thought they fixed with Fallout 4.
Didn't Fallout 4?
Yes, it had like the Mass Effect.
Right.
It went like
Mass
Mass
you
Effect.
Actually had a conversation.
You choose an idea and then it says the person and then the person says something back, and it even had a third-person camera,
Oh,
and
so
it
they
actually
hold on. What
engaged
you're
in the
telling me? They
story.
went back on. So
Yes.
everything they did for Fallout 4, they took away from.
Yes.
Why does it seem like a common trend with video games lately?
Nice. I do more with
We're gonna
less.
give you all this. We're gonna give you all this stuff at the beginning. It actually made it better, but now we're gonna take all this stuff back. You don't need it.
Yeah, like
This
you're
is a
selecting
common
options,
thing.
and the dude is just like, "So you're gonna take my ship away?" And then you go like this. You say you click on something, and it goes, "That's all you're gonna say about that?" Like that's the dialogue, and that's why
Like
there's
shit, I
maybe
didn't say
200
anything, asshole.
Yes, because you look. This guy says persuade. So the statement is, "There's no treasure in my ship. Cut your losses before more people get hurt." That's what you're supposedly saying. And then he just goes,
system.
You're not talking us out of this score.
You just hear, "You're not talking us out of the score." You don't hear your character say that in a different way. You just click on the choice, and he has a one-liner back to you. And then he's like, "You're not taking my ship." Like, and that's your dialogue. There's silent protagonist. That's what it seems like so far. And it seems like going right back to the OG.
What's up, guys?
Yo, what's up,
What's
Link?
up? What's up, Blink?
What game we talking about?
The
What game we
silent
talking about?
protagonist in Starfield, the engaging conversation
that
where
you've been sharing with us on Reddit.
you click on a button, the guy's like, "You're not taking my ship," and it's like you click on it again, he goes, "That's all I want to hear from you right now," and it's like,
Oh,
and he's
yeah,
like,
I didn't-
"It's so natural."
Isn't it like that in their other games though?
Yeah, but Fallout 4 fixed
kind
it.
of, but not like Fallout 4.
Did Fallout 4?
Let me show
did they talk in
Fallout.
that one?
No, they.
Well,
But your
Fallout
guy
4
had.
I didn't play
Fallout
that one.
Yeah, Fallout 4, you talk. Everybody talked. Everybody had a conversation with your character and everything. You had to have a voice for your character. Apparently now they're just like, you know what? We don't need that. Take that part out.
Yep.
I don't know, man. Like,
Wait, where's the He says that the Fallout 4's dialogue was less successful. No, dude. This is his
I'm telling you.
He said it was a misstep for the franchise, but man, it didn't work as
It
well
was
as
a
he thought. But wait,
misstep.
where was hold on, where was the thing? I want to see the video where he hyped it up on stage.
The more and more I hold on to my Series X, the more and more I think that I'm losing money in it. I should just get rid of this thing. Because like I just feel like I'm losing money.
Dude, you're
Like,
losing money. Where is
man,
it?
like I might take it and trade it in for another John Tar edition.
John Tar.
Fucking John Tar edition. Fuck it. At this
He
point,
said
what do I
that
have to lose?
The way some dialogue stuff in Fallout 4 did, but I know the reasons we tried that to make a nice interactive conversation, but it was less successful than some other things in the game. The main criticisms of Fallout 4's dialogue system mainly came from the biggest fans of the series who thinks the options weren't as broad enough in comparison to older Bethesda titles. The choices you have in the end, so because they were rehearsed dialogue things, there weren't as many choices. Now with having text, you just have the guy do one-liners. But I recall him going like, we heard, wait, where is it? The E3 Todd Howard Fallout 4, that epic thing. There it is. Oh my God. Dude, this guy, he's just as crazy as Microsoft, like with his thing. Where is it?
Oh, they're match made in heaven.
Watch. I remember when the robot came because that was a big thing. Watch. This is him.
Codsworth? You're still here. So other people could still be alive too.
It's worse than I thought.
This was the dialogue scene in Fallout 4.
You're suffering from hunger-induced paranoia. Not eating properly for 200 years will do that, I'm afraid.
No. No, that's not possible. I wasn't out for that long.
That means you're 2 centuries late.
That's Fallout 4. I'm showing Fallout 4's dialogue.
Perhaps I can whip you up a snack.
Yeah, they pull like Mass Effect.
What? Food? Yeah, sure. I need a minute to think.
Then I'll be right back.
Even our dialogue is dynamic. It is not a mode you're locked into. You can play it in first person, you can play it in third person, you can walk away whenever you want, you can shoot him in the face if you want.
Dialogue is dynamic. And then, this is the dialogue he's showing now.
dialogue, but you're spending points to...
Here's your dialogue.
Talking us out of...
We just passed 250,000 lines. And so that's a lot of dialogue, but we've gone through it and the impact is really there. And that includes my favorite speech persuasion system.
You're not talking us out of this score.
It feels like it's part of the dialogue, but you're spending points to persuade them.
You willing to give up the ship? Just like that?
It feels natural, not like I've entered some other mode.
There you go. Two sides of the coin. Fallout 4's dialogue and what you're going to get with Starfield. So tell me natural and more engaging. Okay, I guess, dude. But I can tell you, I prefer Fallout 4's dialogue. It's more engaging. I kind of like that. It kind of pulls you in the story than just clicking on like 5 or 6 selections and the guy's just like, you're going to say that to me? And a silent protagonist. I don't know. I
hate that shit.
I don't know, guys. What do you think? Silent protagonist? Where you click, how engaging is that? You click on a button and you got to read the whole sentence, what you're going to say, and then the guy responds to you. Like, well, I don't know. What do you think about that? Is that, do you prefer that, or do you prefer the Mass Effect type of dialogue? Link, Frog, what do you think? Frog just said he didn't like it.
Don't like what? Don't like what?
With the dialogue between Fallout 4 and
I'm
Starfield.
not playing. I don't like none of them games.
Shit,
So
Link is just like signing off on both of them.
I don't play none of that dog shit.
Oh, damn. Okay, well, next
All I
topic.
can
I don't like them
say is,
Bethesda games, yeah.
Move
Oh, yeah, the
forward,
grass is
move
crazy.
forward, and not back. We're moving back here.
Oh,
We're moving backwards.
dude, the grind is, oh my goodness.
I mean, I like Bethesda games, but damn, I'd be damned if they're not moving backwards.
Well, yeah, that's what, yeah, you know, and then he's like, you're gonna,
Looks like
and
this
then people
room's
want to see
changed.
this. That
Is that
we
your
can't
Gaia?
even.
You sure you're okay being alone in here?
I have Gaia, and learning how to
They walk
interpret the ghosts,
around.
the old ones. It keeps me occupied.
Please.
Have you gone back to Plainsong at all?
I thought about it, but
Where's the
I wouldn't know
selection?
what to tell them. The chorus already thinks me a thorn in the thicket.
Is this where it is?
They did more than just attack our villages. They burned our field.
Is your choice?
Buried the seeds of the fallen.
Casualties from Red Raid.
Couldn't have been easy. Seeing your people suffer while the Karja invaded your lands.
I come from a small village.
Emotion,
Plainsong.
engagement,
My grandmother used to say there
world
was no
building.
seed that wouldn't grow there.
These are all
I
the
moved to the
elements.
dishes when I decided to apprentice as a
Of
hero.
Oh, you trying to show off one of the goats?
When the red
Oh
Raiders
yeah.
began, I thought about
Just
going
showing, like, yes, it's not an RPG per se, like choose your own, like, you know, like a Fallout and stuff, but like it has choice. And
But
has
you know
dialogue.
what, Jazz?
So I kept putting
Look
it
at go to Horizon Zero
One
Dawn
day,
and look at the dialogue,
I
and
woke
then
up
go
to
to
hear a
Forbidden
Karja
West
raiding
and see
party
how
had
much
ransacked my
they
village.
improved the interactions between you and
Rushed the
NPCs.
reviewers to help the
Oh
His
yeah,
dy-
yeah.
his
And then you
dynamic.
go, yeah.
There weren't
Yeah.
any left.
You're not just zooming in on somebody's
The
face
smell
and
of
listening
burning
to them
flesh
talk.
haunts me
You know what I'm
to this
saying?
day.
I'm sorry, Zoe.
Yeah, I know.
needed a
Like,
point.
yeah, it's just where's this it?
So you want to hunt a stormbird?
Like this is Horizon Forbidden. This is Horizon the original.
So you want to hunt a stormbird? I haven't seen any in the cut.
That's right. But one roost back near Freeheat. How about a break from all this white? I'll meet you there. What? People expect you to hike for miles, hunt huge machines alone, and just bring stuff back?
Mostly.
Not me. I'm fierce.
Dude, you know, it speaks for itself. All I'm saying is actually Todd with his own game. You know, I prefer and I don't like the silent protagonist. I don't think that really does much for world building and helping. Like especially considering you had that kind of stuff in your last game, Fallout 4, and you just scrapped the whole thing and went right back to where it was because of fan criticism from diehards. What diehard you have for Starfield, dude? Starfield's a brand new franchise. You could have went Mass Effect. You could have done whatever. This is not Fallout. Like, dude, this is the problem that I'm having with Starfield is that it's not Fallout. It's not Elder Scrolls. it could have been its own thing and own way, and all it's doing is being a reskin of Fallout. That's what it's like with space exploration. It's basically Fallout skin. Like, is it a mod? I hope it's not. But like, you could have made Starfield. There's no diehards to Starfield. You could have made that dialogue not like Fallout. Why would you take Fallout criticism and apply it to Starfield in dialogue? You could have made then fixed Fallout 5 when you want to do that. If you don't like it. Why would you do Starfield where you have a point here where you could take that criticism for 4 and evolve it in a brand new arm to your IP in Starfield? Take the dialogue, make it a more engaging dialogue tree, record more voices, more responses, do more stuff with it to make it better, because we're going backwards now. Now we're back to silent protagonist and clicking on the thing and the guy's giving you one-liners. I don't know why we're going backwards, but now apparently we are. And Todd Howard says, basically you're going to consolations. Dude, this guy, he's talking more stuff. He didn't even show the game. That was the only new footage we got. But anyway, I got some news for you. So we're done with Starfield. We need to see more gameplay. I don't know. Before we leave the Starfield topic, when do you think we're going to see more Starfield? Do you think it's the Game Awards? Yay or nay?
No.
No. So Frog says no at the Game Awards. Okay.
I think it's showing at E3 next year.
What? That means it's not going to come out in the early of the year. That's what they...
Nope. Oh. I don't think it's coming out early next year. Nope.
So you think Microsoft's presence is going to be Hellblade again?
I don't even know what they're going to show at this point, but I know it's not going to be Starfield.
All right. Link, do you think Starfield is going to show at the Game Awards? Grinders, what do you think?
Nah, I don't think so. And you know why? I saw how the game was running bad. It was chugging. So they need to be trying to iron out all the issues and get the game optimized. I don't think we're going to see it. I think it's a holiday game, November-ish of next year. It's not going to meet that first half of 2023 like they're saying it's going to be. I don't think so.
Okay. Yeah. I think that they put a sizzle reel together. I don't think they show maybe a new thing. Maybe I think it's going to show at the Game Awards. I think they're going to have, because I think it's a perfect opportunity for them to show it, because they're not going to show real gameplay, because they're just going to show like a cutscene of maybe people landing on planets and just remind people that's coming next year.
So a little sizzle reel, basically.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to show no in-depth stuff, because that's not where the Game Awards is, not E3, so they're not going to show like a couple minute demo or anything. They had their opportunity to do that and they didn't do it. They only did a little bit. So like, I don't think it's going to be a demo, but I do think they might show like some sizzle reel or something like that, just to remind people.
I mean, that'd be nice, but
again, it's not going to show. I don't know. I think they're going to, or maybe Redfall. Who the hell knows? All I know is that they're going to have to do something, because Ragnarok is coming. Call of Duty bundles with PlayStation, Ragnarok bundles with PlayStation. Like, Xbox is what? We're going to be doing legal documents under your Christmas tree? Like, is that what Xbox fans are getting? You're getting like a legal documentation in your stocking about, we bought Activision, like, put that in a card? Because that's the only shit they got. Coming from their first party, coming from Xbox themselves, they got the Activision deal. That's your holiday. So when you give a gift of Xbox to somebody, give them a card and saying, you now own a part of Activision right now, because if you get an Xbox, you'll own, like, I don't know what the hell you're getting from them. There is nothing. And all I'm going to say is, I remember last year, you know what? I wasn't going to be messy, but God damn it. That's it. I was going to be messy. I didn't want to go into this shit, but actually, I don't even know where the hell I put it. Last year, actually, you know what? I'll just look it up. I watch no holiday games. All I'm saying is, this is the thing, and it goes to what Frog was saying. All I'm gonna say is, all all the news, right? PlayStation has no first-party games this holiday season. Does it matter? Oh, yeah, there's one article, and then we're going to go where it is. Should I get a PlayStation? No exciting PS5 games for many months. Oh, no holiday games in all the articles. But Xbox had Forza and Halo. Well, PlayStation has no. Is the PlayStation worth getting in 2021's holiday season? PS5 has remained difficult to find, but as we approach 2022, is it still worth buying? All the articles. Last year, Sony.
Wait, is that a real question?
These were the articles. Remember, Sony had no holiday games. That's after releasing Returnal and Ratchet and Clank. The games media was running with, is the PS5 worth to get for the holiday season because they don't have any holiday games? And Xbox, remember? Do you remember all of them? The Tim Dogs, all of them were going after everybody going, you have no holiday games. We got Forza and Halo. You got no games. Now Sony has no games. Do you remember that whole conversation? And for the stupid 2 months, those sons of bitches got to, not even 2 months. It was 2 weeks. It was November and Craig's birthday. And it was a little end of October now and Craig's birthday. It was going lit. Waste your time, go look at it, dude. But all I remember is they were knocking on PlayStation because they had no games. It was like, what? Wait a second. They released Ratchet, Returnal, friggin' Kena, and then the year before they had all those other friggin' games and all that other shit. Spider-Man, Demon Souls. But everybody forgot the whole year before, and it was like, no, man, it's about October and November, man. That's where the real sales are. That's where the real holiday people buy. You got no games. And now, and know what else? They knew that Horizon and GT were all going to come out in the early in the next year, and they still went with it. They still went with it. And the media sucking right into it, too, the goddamn 3Cs. Went right into this shit. And they all ran with it. And guess what? You wound up having a whole year of 2022 with no games. A whole year.
I'm sorry.
Fuck holiday. Fuck holiday. You have not even a holiday. You didn't even have an Easter. You didn't have a 4th of July. You didn't even have a goddamn Halloween. You got nothing. And a Christmas.
Wait, isn't Pentiment coming out?
Fuck Pentiment. Get the fuck Pentiment. Goddamn toilet bowl trash. Wipe my ass with the goddamn Passion Project.
Oh, the Grounded came out of early access. Now you got it.
Yeah, 2 years later it came out. They added the mosquitoes and the bees, and they could put it as 1.0 version. Oh, get the hell out of here. Game night with the $1, $2, $3, $5. He goes, Xbox have a lot of titles. They got lawyers, analysts, mathematicians, anything but gamers. Hell yeah. Thank you, Game Night. Exactly. That's what they're doing. Legal documents, dude. When they said like, oh, the what is it? They're like, they're going to get approvals or they're going to get a review on November 11th. I'm like, is that your holiday lineup? Like whether they're going to, like, what are we doing here? But you're the same stupid asses that was saying Sony had no games. PlayStation had no games. You could go look at them. Just go look. Sony has no games. Like, man, you go, I don't know. I don't know if I should be. I don't know. If we go, and then like it's like, PlayStation has no. Oh my god, dude! Like, please, I'm not even wasting my time going through Twitter because Twitter's a goddamn
dead man
mess.
walking.
Dead man walking. PlayStation has no games. That was the whole thing. Is it worth getting a PlayStation? No holiday games. Where's their holiday? PS5, no holiday. Dude, that was all. That's everybody was saying. It was all over the Twitters. But not one article about Xbox not having a holiday lineup for this year. And the crazy thing is Xbox always had a holiday lineup. Talk about the power. Oh, damn, that's me. Damn, pause. But like Xbox always had a holiday lineup. That's what they saved everything for.
Yep.
Remember? So, like, for them to have nothing, always lines up for Christmas. PlayStation never really had a holiday game. They never really did that, except with their launch of the PS5. So for people to have that expectation last year, where's Sony's holiday lineup? Like, they don't do holiday games. They do them in January, February, the first half of the year. But for Xbox, they always they always focused on the holiday season. And for them not to have anything, you think there will be articles flying off the shelves right now for $20 at IGN saying, where's Xbox holiday lineup? Xbox solidifies its look, Game Informer. Ooh, Xbox solidifies its first party holiday lineup. We got Age of Empires, Halo, Forza. It's coming. Oh my God. Xbox solidifies. Oh my God. But PlayStation, no 2001 holiday lineup. Holiday game, no games. But
I keep hearing people say, oh man, just wait. Next year's going to be their year.
Oh, that's what I said last year. But what's crazy is that even knowing that Horizon was announced and was going to come out, knowing that GT was coming out, you knew that this was just like they didn't have a game for November and October. Like, they just didn't have a game. Knowing that, they still ran with the holiday, like Xbox has the holiday like lineup. Knowing that it was going to be an L come next year, and it wound up being a double L because they got nothing for the entirety of 2022. Not to mention just this holiday. Nothing. And that's acceptable. Okay. Next topic. Sony does block Game Pass? Of course they would. Who wants to have a store that's offering streaming games that has the same games in your store? Okay? Microsoft, keep crying, please. Keep crying. They're not going to put your shit-ass Game Pass streaming cloud service on PlayStation unless you start putting games out there, okay? You may get away with putting Game Pass on a goddamn VR headset for Facebook. You might be getting away by putting you're spamming your shit of Xbox Game Pass on a Samsung TV that's not worth a damn. Those fools will put their shit there because why not? Who cares? But you better come with some games that Sony don't have before you start shopping that bullshit around. All right? And that's a big problem.
Yep.
Nobody's going to put your app on their thing without the games that people want to play. And you don't have the games that people want to play. So you can sit there with your hands between your legs and cry some more. Because no one's putting that shit on their goddamn service. You want the consoles, you're going to have to put games that are not on those consoles and make it desirable. And you got a lot of time to do that. You're going to need plenty of years before your Fables, and if they're good, your Perfect Darks, your Fables, and if they're good, if people want to play them. Dude, if people want to do it.
That's the key thing you just said. If they're good.
If they're good. You got Perfect Dark made by goddamn the Avengers Studios. You got Fable doing more with less with Playground Games who make racing games and said it's hard to do RPGs. Oh, shit. Can't wait for that one. State of Decay 3, been worked on since 2018. Never seen gameplay. Can't wait for that one.
There are a couple of things wrong with the industry on many different sides, right? And I think that it's easier, like for me, I can easily admit when I see something on like Sony coming out with the God of War console bundle and not taking and capitalizing that and coming out with God of War plates and putting the controller in that.
They missed that.
That's bullshit. Yeah, that's bullshit to me. But it just seems continuously we're still getting God of War, right? Neither nor less. We're getting controller, exclusive control. But damn, can I with my whole Xbox One Series X? I mean, my Xbox One. Might as well call it Xbox One. With my Xbox Series X, and can I get some solid software? Because as I was told before, you don't need an Xbox Series X. Just get a PC. Build your PC, and I think that's the way they really want.
Even to get a PC, they need games worth the damn. The problem is they got you solved. You want to go play on PC, go play on console. That's fine. I know where to play. The problem has been for the last 5 to 7 years, what do I play?
Yeah, what
Phil has
play?
yet
Right.
to answer that question. What do we play? Instead, he's like, well, I'm buying publishers. I'm buying, even spending how you, like, think about the L that you're getting, that you spent a year celebrating Bethesda for $7 billion, and all you got were dirty, sloppy seconds for games that Sony didn't even have to pay $7 billion for, and even have to do legal strategies or any of that shit, and got 2 exclusive games that we played and we're done with, and you're just getting them now over a year later. After 2 years ago, you spent a whole year celebrating a $70 billion publishing acquisition with circle jerks with Todd Howard and Pete Hines, and look at the results.
Not to mention, it seems like the companies they're buying they keep falling these sexual harassment.
Oh my God, Activision's back grabbing ass. Yeah, of course.
Oh,
why not, dude? That's what they do.
Anything different. That's what they do, exactly.
Phil got to fix them. And again, when's that happening? The deal closes in June, July, March of next year. We're going to spend the next 5 months talking about we're fixing grabbing ass.
Oh man!
And then guess what? When does Phil get in there going, guys? Okay, stop whatever you're doing. We're gonna start making games right now. They still didn't even do it.
You just made the list.
The goddamn studios they already purchased. Bethesda. You think Bethesda will be sitting on Starfield content and not sharing it out if it wasn't for Microsoft? They got the security blanket of Microsoft right now, and they're able to just show like a minute of gameplay, some bogus goddamn dialogue shit, and sit back and drink Mai Tais and get taken out to dinner with Greenberg. Meanwhile, they came back from dinner and they delayed the goddamn game indefinitely. It was supposed to come out directly, not November 9th or whatever the hell was supposed to come out. Now it's like we went from November to whenever the fuck of 2023. Yeah. It's like, oh, great. That sounds like a great plan, guys. Like, where are you? Where are you?
I think the other thing is when people talk about the Game Pass and it's the best thing in gaming, and I look at, I've had an Xbox Series X, and I'm like, okay, what exclusively there is there to play that I don't have? I can't play on my PlayStation.
There's no what?
There's not a lot.
There's
nothing. What? Yeah, what games exactly?
No,
that's what I'm saying. What do they have on their console that's exclusive that I can't get anywhere else? Nothing.
Yeah. Game Night says a perfect thing for the 5. He goes, Xbox spending all the money to make it seem like Persona 5 Royale is exclusive. Look at the Times Square. We showed that in the beginning. Still not a first-party title. Dude, they're showing a game coming to Game Pass as a Times Square advertisement.
Like it's Spider-Man.
What? Shout out to Cyberdragon. 11 months, almost a year of the VIP. He's dancing with Herman Holtz splits. He says, shout out to the chat, mods, grinders, and panel, and the host, Mr. Grinds My Gears. Thank you so much, Cyberdragon. A year partying with Herman Holtz, quality splits. Exactly. Ragnarok is coming. But yeah, you need content in Game Pass and Crossfire X. Oh shit, Tenchu will bring in the fire. Crossfire X. Oh man, pause that. That's a hyped one everybody talking about. But if you're going to want to put this app on PlayStation and Nintendo, you're going to have to bring the games that people want to play. There has to be a demand for the service, and then the service may see the light of day. I know that's their goal. They would love just to throw it on there because for them, what is it? It's a PlayStation app. It's an Android app. You're going to see it on everything, dude. Why is it on a friggin' Oculus? Well, Oculus is probably built off of the mobile operating system, and just throw the app on there. Just like you saw it on the G Spot, or I mean the G Cloud.
Oh, damn.
God damn it. They put it on there. It's just an Android tablet.
Let me ask you a question.
Razer, wait, do you hear about the Razer Cloud? That's $400 too. The Razer Cloud is $400.
I have a quick question. Do you think that some of these games, and be honest with me, and like I could care less, but do you think like games like Scorn are coming to PlayStation?
Yeah. Who gives it? Just like the mediums in goddamn the PlayStation thing.
Because I thought the same thing, and I was like, oh shit. If this comes to PlayStation and it's not in the service, or let's just say it is in the service, that kind of set a precedence like these shit games are coming Game Pass, they come in PlayStation 6 months later. Are we supposed to expect shit games now on our service too? Because I really don't care about the service as a whole. I think I can't, like I said, I had the whole year, and that's why I went with it. But I can care less about services. I really could care less. At the end of the day, I'm just like, damn, like,
I just don't know
going
who,
on here?
Like, I don't know who
And
they
who's this
got.
for?
Do they have an intern that they're drinking the Phil Nash juice, picking out these games that they're identifying for Game Pass or for the platform? Like, how is Sony identifying Stray, Fist, Kana, Sifu? How are they identifying those games to bring to their platform? And Microsoft is the medium. Scorn, Crossfire X. Like, who's the person at Microsoft that is picking, that's targeting content?
Oh my God, my bad. Bleeding Ass was a
Bleeding Ass was a first party one, but I'm like,
it was a passion project. Yeah,
who is that? Like, who's the person that's at Microsoft? Is it Sarah Bond? Who is it that I know? Brian East. I know it's Shuhei. But and yes, Stella and the Stella Blade, Rollerdrome, exact. Thank you, Nelson. Those other two games, like, who's the person at Microsoft that is
picking this shit,
picking these games? The Medium, Scorn, Crossfire X.
I don't know. I don't fucking know.
Dude,
but
I don't even know what the hell else
idea
they
what
got.
people
It's
wanna
so
play.
friggin' forgettable stuff. Is it Aaron Greenberg? No, Greenberg is just a talking head. I don't know
it's not
who's
Greenberg.
curating these games. Like, who is saying, I want that on my Xbox. I want that in Game Pass. I want that game in my service. I want that. Is it the service that's limiting the selection of games that they have? Is it the service? Like, the dude that said, I want Ninja Turtles in Game Pass, would he go on a permanent vacation? Why didn't he follow that up?
Because they were
With
like,
the
yo,
other
we
Ninja
can't put
Turtles.
that in there. That's too fucking expensive.
Well, I just don't know. Where is the Power Wash Simulator. Where is the person? But I'm not even talking about PC games. I'm talking about these new awesome, like they used to do this with Braid. They did this with Limbo. They did this with Inside. They did this stuff.
Well, you know why they can't do it anymore?
They don't
have
do
the
it.
summer of gaming.
I don't give a shit the summer of gaming. They need a whole goddamn year of gaming. But who's the person that's finding the second party deals, the indie games, the games that like will pacify the decade of time before we see any first party games from Microsoft? Who is the person that is curating the content for all their subscriptions? Like, they have a subscription. They have multiple platforms they need to release on now. They have a lot of responsibility. Who is the person that is picking the content to drive those subscription numbers? Because whoever that person is, Booty got some words for you.
Whoever that person is, like they're drinking 50-year-old Scott.
Who is it? Who is that person? How is Sony, poor ass Sony, remember, poor ass Sony, how are they finding these incredible second party deals, indie games, and making them exclusive for their platform and not bringing them to PS Plus, but also just bringing the game to the platform to buy? How is there such a dichotomy between the identifying of content, especially when you are talking every goddamn breath out of your mouth is about cloud? That's all you talk about is cloud services. Satya says it here crystal clear.
And so everything that we're doing with our content, with our our cloud,
It couldn't be clearer, crystal clear from Satya right there. All you talk about, let us compete. All you talk about is services and content and this and that. And your content shits the bed. Who is it over there that's picking the content that goes in the services that you constantly talk about? I want to know who. Who? Is it Sarah Bond? I don't know.
You're my number one customer.
I don't know, but
Game Night says it's Chris Chawla. He's the indie dude. Where's his ass?
Wait,
Chris Chawla. It's not. Oh man, did you see King Thrash's video?
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Which
it is
video?
not even.
Which video?
It's not even ID at Xbox anymore. It's ID at
No,
Cloud.
Right, Idea Cloud.
It's
You talking
Idea
about- oh, it
Cloud,
is?
dude. It's not even Idea at Xbox.
Why did they do that?
I don't know.
Nobody knows, man.
I don't know.
There's
That's what
something
he
going
had.
on over there.
Let me
man.
see. Is
It
it still
really-
Xbox?
There's something going on over there. That's really
I don't know
fucking
who is picking Chris
weird.
Chawla. I don't. It's still Idea at Xbox. I don't know where he found that Idea Cloud.
Yeah,
It's
he
still
said it was
Idea at
Idea Cloud.
Xbox. Well, wait a second. What the?
Maybe it's changing. We just haven't. We don't know it yet.
Wait a second. Is this an error on my screen or something? What are we doing here? I think we found our problem.
Uh-oh.
Grinders. Live. Hit the goddamn like button. Live. We found the problem. We found the problem. I looked at ID at Xbox, went to their website. Is this it? Let me see. Wait, here it is. ID at Xbox. Continue the application. Sign into Microsoft. Wait a second. Okay. So I go to the ID at Xbox on the website. And it's blank. Grinders. I just searched ID at Xbox. I'm on the website. Discover your next favorite game. It broke. 48 games per page. There's 0 games. ID at Xbox has no games. I'm refreshing it. What happened to the website?
I think they sit over there. I think
is it games showing up on your screen? Games are not showing up on my screen.
I think they just sit over there and eat edibles all day.
Games are not showing up on my screen.
And talk about bullshit, because
I don't know. I think we found out what's wrong with ID at Xbox.
From last generation to this generation, I don't think anything's majorly changing. I haven't seen it change yet.
All I know is you got to squint. Dude, I don't know what's going on with ID. Let me see. They just had a showcase, didn't they?
Ooh.
4 days ago.
Remind me, Jazz.
What?
There is some call. You know, even though I talked about a lot of shit about Call of Duty, there's some Call of Duty.
Oh my God!
There's some Call of Duty news,
Frog.
and it's not about acquisitions either.
What, Frog? I'm stunned. Hold on, I'm stunned a little bit here.
Wait, what happened? What happened?
I'm clicking on these ID at Xbox games. I went to their YouTube channel. What the hell what is this? Is this Floppy Nights? What the fuck? What the hell? What is this?
You never know, man.
What is this?
Oh man, my dogs keep walking around.
Wait, what's this?
Here's the situation. There's a
that has some songs in it. What is this?
When your choices have real consequences,
Starfield.
then it's worth keeping an eye on the last Oricru. A story-driven action RPG
It's a
from
Halo
Czech
rack.
studio Gold Knights and publishing label Prime Matter. The last Oricru sees you wake up, quest, and life taken.
They got the Halo rat in this one. Song pop Weedcraft. Pause.
Wait, what?
What are they doing here? Holy shit. I can't. I don't know what the hell's going on here. Oh, what is this? Is their website? This is what the first dwarf. Who this?
That's Ragnar, likewise.
Chopping down Halo trees.
But let's make it our home.
This looks decent. Holy shit, it's coming in 2024! Oh my god!
Now, let's put your skills to the test, Ragnar.
What are we doing? Holy Jesus Christ! Oh my God! What are we doing here?
Hold on.
Okay.
Holy Spirit, activate.
Oh, no.
Holy Spirit, activate.
What game is
Holy
this?
Spirit, activate. Activate. Activate.
Oh, it's Idea to Zor. That's what it is, not Idea Cloud. Dude, I don't even know. First Dwarf is coming out in 3 goddamn years. Holy shit, pause. Oh my God. That little ass game, that shit should come out next week. I can't. Yeah. Yeah, here it is. Game dev, Idea to Zor now. Inspired by Idea Zor was created using the same philosophy of Idea at Xbox. Dude, enough of this shit. Exactly. How? It doesn't still answer my question. Who is picking out the games for the content? You have this service that you talk about all the time, Satya. You have this service.
So everything that we're doing with our content, with our cloud.
Anyway, crystal clear. You talk about it all the time. What about? Where's the content? What is it? Goddamn First Dwarf coming out in 2 years. You show it now. Coming out in 2024. Oh, yeah. I'm not holding my breath. Holy Jesus. The one game that looked decent coming out. Goddamn Weed Sim. It comes out next month, I guess. When's that coming out? Holy crap. I can't. Anyway, it still doesn't answer the question. Who is picking out the games on Xbox to put in the content? Because that's the subscription service that you need to drive people's interest in the subscription. There you go. Oh, man. Anyway, CMA strikes back. We're talking real quick on this shit because I do not want, I don't even want to bring this shit up, but
Wait, what happened?
The CMA strikes back. So basically,
fuck, here we go again.
CMA is not swayed by Microsoft's crying. So Microsoft told the CMA, PlayStation has and again, just goes back to last week's video.
You just made the list.
Weedcraft. Thank you, Maniolas. He goes, Weedcraft. Well, that explains a lot. There you go. Pause. That's what they're trying to do. They're trying to figure that thing out over there. Ow! Booty slapping that ass. So, PlayStation's largest console platform for 20 years. This is what Microsoft says. We suck, basically. Microsoft's going to the CMA and they're like this. They go like this.
Helmet, what's going on? Sanders, what's going on? It's Mega Meg. She's gone from suck to blow. What?
Sony uses its market power to do actions like raise prices without fear of losing market share. That's because they got the games, dude. Idea of Call of Duty exclusively ending PlayStation is not credible. Sony continues to buy studios. Studios, you said it yourself. You're buying publishers, you clowns. Then the CMA comes back. Financial modeling of the merger suggests that the merged entity's incentive is to foreclose Sony may be considerably stronger than suggested by the parties. That removing Call of Duty from PlayStation is going to be stronger than what you're saying. Microsoft's past business practices suggest that it's willing to make losses in the short term in order to build scale and increase its user base. Guaranteed. That's exactly what they're doing. They've been losing in the short term in order to build scale and increase its user base. So what they're trying to do is take a hit now to get all those people on so then they could flip the switch and now charge you more money once they fizzled out to everybody else. And they have previously acquired multi-platform publishers and made their games exclusive. So for all you Twitter lawyers out there, goddamn She-Hulks or Legally Blondes out there, or whatever the hell, or Daredevils out there, all you Twitter lawyers, superhero lawyers, listen. Buying multi-platform publishers and making their games exclusive. Explain to me why Elder Scrolls is only going to be on Xbox. Elder Scrolls was everywhere. Why that multi-platform game will be there? Starfield, okay, fine. It may have been PlayStation, it may have been not. But Elder Scrolls is a multi-platform franchise. Why was that announced as exclusive? Elder Scrolls 6. That counters everything that they're saying. That's exactly. What's up, no cap? Exactly. Microsoft was loud. They were finessing that whole goddamn Bethesda deal. Well, there may be some games, there may be not, there may be this. Boom. Hellblade multiplat. Psychonauts, they kept multiplat. Elder Scrolls. And you're telling me Call of Duty? I said this before. Listen, Call of Duty is very impactful. Say what you want. If you like
whatever
it,
your name is, get ready for the big surprise.
Hey, Red House just joined the Grindhouse. Welcome, new sub. Welcome, man. Red Halo 25. So they said that they basically made they're buying the publishers exclusive to their platform, right? I understand buying and making something exclusive because people cry about this all the time. Well, Sony's doing all this and Microsoft is just doing what Sony does. Listen, Microsoft used to do what Sony does. They had the Call of Duty rights. They had exclusive DLC with the Ballad of Gay Tony and the Sons of Anarchy expansions for GTA 4. Microsoft did this. They had exclusive. They did it with Tomb Raider. They put a whole year exclusivity of Tomb Raider. The same thing that Sony does with Deathloop and the Ghost game. They've done this before, but nobody has went out and bought an entire publisher back to back, nonetheless, and started making shit exclusive before we even seen the shit. Dead or Alive, Ninja Gaiden, yes, this has happened back and forth. It was our apples and apples, back and forth. Apples and apples, apples and apples. But now Microsoft buying a whole entire publisher is a different beast. Because now they control the distribution of the game. They're not funding it to put it on their platform. They're not paying for some hats and jackets and some exclusive missions. No, they are in the blood and guts of the game to decipher how it will be distributed and how it will be made. That's what owning the publisher does. It owns the lifeblood of the game. They can make that game optimized for the 12 teraflops. And remember parity? Oh, no parity. Take advantage of all my T-flops. That could happen. And Sony's just making the obvious. Like, dude, they could take their game ball. They could say we're playing basketball right now. Microsoft comes out with his ball, dribbling it, playing. Sony's playing with the ball. Everybody's having a good time. Oh, it's 1-1, 2-2, 2-1. Oh, Sony's pulling ahead a little bit. It's 5-2. Microsoft shoots for a three-pointer. They miss. They say, I need a water break. Booty comes out there, grabs some ass. They go, you know what? Let me take another shot. Oh, it's 5-4. Sony now it's 7-4, 8-4, 9-4, 10-4.
Whatever your name is, get ready for the big surprise.
What's happened in this basketball game? 11-4, 12-4. Ragnarok comes 20-4. Microsoft missing air balls left and right. They're like, oh shit. Like, oh no. They're like, oh damn, we suck. Oh, we suck. Now it's 20-4. We're losing. Microsoft's like, game over. Give me my ball. I'm going home. And you're like, well, wait, the game's not over yet. Microsoft's like, no, we're done. But it's 20-4, Microsoft. Let's finish playing. No, we're done. Give me my ball. And now they took Call of Duty back because they were losing. They're getting their ass whooped. That's the potential they have. They could be playing friends and stuff. As soon as Sony pulls away, they're taking their game ball and running home like a little bitch. And they're going to leverage everything they can with Call of Duty. Or they might just call Call of Duty and make it Game Passitized. They might take it, they might do a Halo neutering job to it. Take it out in the back, cut its balls off, and go, you know what? The campaign's coming to Game Pass. We'll give you some of that bullshit multiplayer, but we got a beautiful campaign only in Game Pass. You can keep that multiplayer. We added 2 maps. Maybe you get another map later on. I don't know. Bonnie Ross told us how to do it with Call of Duty. We're going to do it now. We're taking a play out of Bonnie Ross's playbook. Give them a couple of maps every year. Talk about seasonality. That's what they're going to do. You don't know. They own the publisher. They own everything about it. They're not just buying some timed hype marketing. They own everything. The IP. If Sony's like, hey, you know what? We want to grow our service and have a Call of Duty in our service. They can't go to Activision and say, Activision, you want to put Call of Duty on service? No, because Microsoft owns it. If PlayStation Plus gets another tier and it's trying to become a really versus cloud, guess who has all the IP? Microsoft. They're hoarding up all the IP. Just look at how much IP they own with Bethesda. When do you think we're going to see a Doom game? When do you think we're going to see any of those games? They own so much friggin' IP. Doom, Prey, Rage, all that id Tech. I want to make id Tech game. Well, you got to go to Microsoft for that one. They're hoarding up all the IP. So there is a reason why people are concerned with this. This is different than just buying Call of Duty or Tomb Raider for a deal. And guess what, guys? If it was about bringing you Call of Duty for exclusively, Microsoft probably had enough money, shed off 1% of the $70 billion. Give them $1 billion. Call of Duty is exclusive for a year on Xbox or 6 months. If that's what it was about, it's not. It's not about that. It's about owning the IP and controlling the distribution model and controlling the game itself. And if you think they do a good job with that, just ask Master Chief and goddamn bootleg Joel Fernando how that's working.
You know
out
what,
for them.
Joe? You know what, Jazz? And look at it. If you look, there hasn't been a ton of big AAA games going into Game Pass.
No, it hasn't.
So they're trying to buy up all this IP so that these companies don't have a choice.
Exactly. And that's the CMA calling them out on the bullshit. You know? And they could say what they want to do, but Microsoft has a history and a track record of doing that. And they haven't, and you see, Bethesda was never going to put their games in Game Pass day one. They had to buy the entire ZeniMax in order for that to happen. Starfield was never going to go to Game Pass day one, no matter when it came out. They have to own ZeniMax in order to control that. Because they got to control the release in Game Pass. That's the point. That's why owning the publishers. And I say this every goddamn week, and you guys hit the like button because of this. If it was about bringing games to you, we wouldn't have to be doing CMA. I wouldn't know who the goddamn CMA was. Now it's a goddamn talking point. Goddamn, they're calling them fanboys. PlayStation fanboys now. They got called the CMA. I don't know who the hell the CMA was. Now they're regular talk. I'm just done with this shit, man. This done. They said this. They said that. Just call Microsoft out on their bullshit. And I'm going to say this deal's going to go through. And I could care less. But I'm going to tell you right now, you want Fallout? You're going to get Fallout 5. And it's going to be in the goddamn gaming industry. Because the fallout of this deal getting approved is going to create tidal waves in the industry with people buying up everything. Whether it's Sony, whether it's Microsoft, whether EA, whether Rockstar. Get ready, man. It is going to be a fucking flea market out there. Because nobody is going to get told no. If they're approving $70 billion of this everybody's up for sale. Flea market time. Everybody's going to go to the after this deal gets approved, the EA, Ubisoft, they're all going to go out for an evening. They're all going to go out to the beauty parlor and get all freshened up. Perfume, haircuts. They're going to make themselves look real nice. And they're going to walk and go, oh, who wants to buy me? They're going to be out there like the friggin' $2 hookers, EA. Hey, who wants to pull up their legs? Who wants to buy EA in our shit games? That's what they're going to, everybody's going to be lean. You might even see layoffs, but you might see like EA and Ubisoft might slim themselves down nice and thin to maybe look ready for purchase because everybody's up for grabs after this deal. And who knows? It might be Microsoft just buying it. EA next. Who knows? But the fallout is going to be real. This is going to be disruptive to the gaming industry. I don't know if it's positive. We will see what happens. But all I could tell you is that this whole bullshit of a deal, the Bethesda and this one, have dominated Microsoft talk. And guess what? While they've been doing this stuff, the games have been less and less and less, and quality has been less and less and less. And Nick says they're getting a Brazilian. Oh, shit. But seriously, it is going, the game output from them, just like what Link said and Frog, the third-party games have dried up. Less and less. And keep talking more legal documents and more. I don't know, man. It's just not fun. I wouldn't mind if they had some great games coming out, but man, they could afford to delay all this shit. And apparently Sony delaying their show because of this stuff, I hope not. I think that's a bullshit excuse. But who knows? Sony can't wield their goddamn PlayStation hammer when they're sitting out there looking vulnerable. I don't know. Do you guys think there's any credence to that? Link Frog, do you think that Sony is just not like blowing the roof off their games to make themselves look vulnerable?
I don't think that's it. Because I saw that article where it said, "Oh,
yeah,
they're supposed to be in a PlayStation event, and Sony might not do it because they don't want to make themselves look like, oh, like they, I'm just like, I don't know, man. It's kind of one of those things where I'm kind of like, I don't think Sony needs to make themselves look vulnerable. Any idiot can tell. Like, look, these guys aren't really, in my personal opinion, like these guys don't care about the game. It's a business, right? At the end of the day, it's a business. But what I'll say is, I don't think they're trying to make themselves look vulnerable. And Call of Duty being owned by a company like Microsoft, it would hurt the franchise. It would hurt. It would hurt different things in gaming. It's not just about Sony. It's bigger than that.
Yeah, it is.
But there are a lot of people. There are a lot of people who are ignorant to think that it's not. It's not. It's just, oh, it's about being a fan. But no, it's bigger than that. It really is bigger than that. At the end of the day, I think that, there is a credence to say that, yes, PlayStation could. I've heard a lot of people say PlayStation can make their own kind of Call of Duty. They could. But you're talking about a franchise that has existed for such a long time.
Yeah.
And now we're telling Sony, you have to copy, in a sort of sense, kind of emulate what this game does. And then it can be an exclusive. You said something about publishers and developers, right? And Microsoft buying a whole publisher. And I started thinking about that. I said, Sony buys a lot of developers, but they don't buy a lot of publishers because, when you think about publishing, I always think about the companies out there and they got their game. It's self-titled, it's their own. Before Bungie was bought by them, who was with Bungie, and it was Activision, and then, same with Insomniac. Insomniac developed a lot of games, but a lot of them were published by Sony and that one Microsoft game that they published. So I think buying a publisher, difference between buying publishers and developers is different. Sony bought a lot of talent and a lot of developers. Microsoft, you're right. They were like, we're going to buy a whole publisher.
But does Sony really buy? But Sony don't buy studios all the time. It's not.
They
started the last like 4 years because
they started acquiring talent. But I mean, they have to, because if you look over here at what Microsoft is doing, they're gobbling up whole publishers with many different developers under their umbrella. And if you look at it, the Bungie deal was the biggest deal that they've done. But generally, it's been,
that's their biggest one.
But generally, the studios that they've been purchasing, if you look at it, it's generally been studios that have been mostly making games for them already.
Yes.
I totally agree.
Well, yeah,
they're not
exactly. Yeah.
If you look at Housemarque, you look at Insomniac.
They've already been making PlayStation games already, mostly.
Yeah. Mostly just been making games with Sony. If you look at what's the one that they bought? Was it Haven? Did they acquire them?
Haven Studio.
Haven, yeah.
This is a
Housemark,
studio
they
that
bought Housemark.
Haven was a studio that they kind of helped get off the ground. So it's different. Their growth is not Microsoft's moves are very predatory,
customer.
and they're very they're trying to shift the dynamics of how the gaming industry works in general.
Yeah.
And they're saying, okay, well, if these publishers don't want to get on board, we're just going to buy all of them, and they won't have a choice.
And just to go off, first I want to get these 2 super chats, and then I want to say like Game Night 123, 2 awesome super chats. He goes, if Microsoft really want the Call of Duty deal back, they could have waited until Sony's deal was up and paid for it higher than Sony. But nope, exactly. They're not. If it was about that, if they felt value in that, they could have easily paid for that. And then Game Night follows up with a second super chat, and he goes, the only reason why articles are being written up about a showcase being delayed is because is because an insider suggested it. And for some reason, insiders' words are gospel and people believe it. Exactly. They just, thank you, Game Night. Exactly. I think it's ridiculous. Like, I think that, I don't think Sony is smart for doing it, but I think that they're waiting for Call of Duty. They're waiting for GTA to get its thing. They got a Call of Duty. They got a GTA out there. And I think not GTA, I'm sorry, God of War and a Call of Duty out there, they're going to leverage those 2 for the holiday. And then once that smoke kind of goes and that fire blows out, then the real Ragnarok is coming. Ragnarok Part 2 will be the rest of their games. But I think they're just getting out of the way of Call of Duty and God of War, especially God of War.
And I was going to say to Jez, it wouldn't be so bad Microsoft owning Activision, right? And Call of Duty is the multiplayer that it still is, right? Okay, whatever. And then Activision makes them exclusive stuff only for their console, but that's not what they're doing. That's not what's happening, because if you look at like Bungie, Sony's like, hey, Destiny will be multi-plat forever and a day. And you're
but
like,
I think their next game
now
won't.
that's not to say that Bungie won't make games and if it's a new IP is exclusive with Sony, which by all means it should be, right?
Yeah.
I think Activision, any new IP, and I think it should be written. I think that's what Sony's trying to do. Like, look, any new IP after this can be exclusive, but established franchises, they need to remain here.
Bungie said that they're going to remain part of the deal they signed with Sony is that they can remain multi-plat.
Yeah, right. And Bethesda was going to self-publish some games too. Like they were going to still remain
now, I think I think Bungie even said the next thing that they're working on will be multi-platform. So
at this point it may be multi-plat.
But it doesn't mean that, hey, we can't spend some of this talent off of this large publisher off into another studio to make some stuff for us. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I think, and it's like you said, Link.
You're my number one
if their
customer.
next game is successful and it's multi-plat, that's more money for it goes around. That's better for the consumer and the whole set. So
because
if they make something and Sony's like, here's our Decima engine, and we're going to use this, blah 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 blah. Okay, then it may be only on that system. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that Bungie won't make a game for PlayStation that's only on PlayStation, but I think the chances of them, they're in it for the money of the investment, and they said, hey, look, we want to be able to, go ahead and act like we're part of PlayStation and Sony, but we're not. And Sony's like, okay,
they're owned, but they're separate. They're a separate publisher,
right?
But it's still Sony. It's still Sony PlayStation. But I think that they'll continue. I think Bungie knows the formula for games as a service, and I think Sony's going to allow them to do whatever they need to do to continue to have their success. So maybe Bungie will remain multi-platform. But really, it's the single player stuff that's
Well, we'll see what they plan on doing, Bungie. I still think it was kind of a strange deal. Like it's just like, why would they do it? I guess to get money on the back end. I don't know. But we'll see. But again, like the thing is at one point I see Amanda Pemberton was pointing this out too, like about the layoffs and about the publishing, what they did with Bethesda. And one of the things is like when you're buying full out publishers, you're acquiring something larger, the distribution, the IP, and a lot more of the bigger picture. Whereas when you're acquiring developers, you're definitely looking at more of the talent acquisition. getting that kind of talent. And that's why I think a Bungie acquisition really show that, yes, they could publish, but they also have a huge amount of talent, especially online knowledge and multiplayer, first-person shooters, things that Sony really doesn't have that kind of experience in. And that is one of the things that Sony has been focusing on in their acquisition, seems to be they're focusing on talent. You hear about individuals, you hear about specific studio heads and other things, whereas the Microsoft one, it's like you're buying, like, who's the person that they're looking for? The only one I hear about in Activision is Kodak. It's like, who are they looking for? Like, they could have just bought Infinity Ward, but like, you know, and I guess Todd Howard, the rock star of Bethesda, but what about the other studios that Bethesda works at? You know, all you know is Todd Howard and Pete Hines. Like, who's the other talent that you acquired? Like Machine Games, like who are these other people? Are these rock stars? Are these like a great talent? Like, I don't know. Like, who the hell did you buy? So for 3 Mile Island with the 5, he goes, the deal is already dead. He says the deal's done. The CMA outlined the problem after problem after problem, all for more investigation. The writing is on the wall, and Microsoft knows it. Thank you, 3 Mile Island. He says it's dead. But you want to know what, man? The CMA is pushing back on this shit. This is not a walk in the park. And I think the deal is going to go through. But I think it's going to have a lot of contingencies.
I think it's going to have contingencies, right?
There's going to be a lot of contingencies that you might sit here and read legal documents and go, why the hell did they even buy them? Because the contingencies are going to look like they're not going to get anything out of the deal. That's what I think. I think after these contingencies are done, it's going to look like a waste of goddamn time, that's what it has been. And I'm so sorry for keeping everybody talking about this crap, because the next topic is really one that really happened. And we're going to go old school grinds board. G4 TV got smoked. G4, and we're going to go way back to the Grinds Gaming Bite, where we hear about G4 TV getting smoked. Dead man walking, didn't even make it out a year. Now, hey, we don't like to see people lose their jobs over here. But when you got a running mouth over there that said, if you don't like it, don't watch it, when you were just starting out, you kind of get what you give. Grand opening, grand closing. And somebody should have kept her ass in check. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, let's go visit. Let's go back in time to the Grinds Gaming Bite. Guys, you can hear it over there. Here it is. Whole thing on that part. Again, who this guy? Who this? Related to the commentary about that stuff. I just think credibility. I like this guy. Hit that like button. I like who's this was kind of in question after some of the comments they made were just not correct, and nobody was there to correct them. And you even see from their faces like they could be like saying like, oh, you know what, that's not really right, but they don't want to kind of make that comment, I guess, on the show. I don't know, but this is where this part. That's right, Mr. Grinds My Gears. This is the part. The whole sexism in gaming and all that other stuff, her rant and whatever that went on. But I'm telling you, the thing that really broke the camel's back and getting smoked was this. Mr. Grindhouse, play it. This is it. It was her review process thing. Oh, really, we need to talk about. We do. What the hell happened, Grinds? Here we go.
Hey, she cooking, y'all.
There it is.
That's just obvious sexism. You don't need to explicitly objectify women or declare that you hate women to be sexist. Just go ahead and check out Thorne's latest meltdown on Twitter for
after
some
this.
notes. Now, here at XPlay, our reviews are written and produced by a team of people. There are too many games for one person to shoulder the burden. So we divide and conquer. And when we use language like we or I, that's the reviewer. That's coming from the mouth and experience of the reviewer reading that review. And that's not to say that Gerard, TBH, Adam, or myself don't contribute to the reviews. We absolutely do. But it'll always be in varying degrees and take a whole team behind us. That's why we're XPlay and not Adam Play. We have done the experiment and controlled for the variables. Adam will read a script written by the same writer that I will read the other half of the script for, but I'll be the one flamed. And yeah, it also happens to Gerard and TBH. But that doesn't discount the sexism of how it happens to me when it does. Both things can be true, that there is a general hatred of any change that isn't Adam, and that I'll receive special flame just for being a woman. And I wish I could turn the camera around so that you could see the incredible team that make X-Play. Half of our producers and writers are women. Emily, Abby, Megan, Joe, Jake, Zipper, Gabby. It goes on and on and on.
They're all gone.
That are now on
Because of you.
ATOS like Vanessa. When you're in our DMs or on those YouTube comments or in Twitch chat right now, those reactionary threads thinking that I'm somehow ruining your current X-Play experience because you can't objectify me how you previously did to Morgan, or that I'm somehow less qualified to speak on something, but you can't quite put your finger on why, even though I'm reading the exact same script as Adam, but you have no problem with he's part of it. You're letting your unconscious biases ruin my day, and you're gatekeeping the gaming space. So maybe for 2022, we be a bit nicer, a bit more self-reflective, and we enjoy the fact that people are working hard to make free content for you. If you don't like it, don't watch it. Peace.
But I hope you leave enough room for my fist because I'm going to ram it into your stomach and break your goddamn spine! Put this thing away! This is not worth it!
Dude, when she said about the review process, like, I don't even play the game, I just read the script. I read the script. Same script. You just discredited all you dudes on this panel. That is the problem. The problem was the woman, the reading, the people. That was never the problem. The problem was that you just ousted your whole goddamn review process and saying you don't play the games.
But I hope you leave enough room for my fist because I'm going to ram it into your stomach and break your goddamn spine! This is not worth it.
This is not worth it.
This is not worth it.
Stop it! You idiots! You captured the Stone Devils!
Nobody wants to hear your face reading off scripts of games you don't play. That's the problem. You discredited the whole validity of the goddamn review process of your stupid ass startup channel. I don't play the games. I just read the script. But if Adam read it, it's fine. If I read it, it's a problem. Matt, Mr. Grinders. Are they influencers? Are they hosts? I don't know. Are they reviewers? I don't know. Are they gamers? Like, what are they? I don't know. I don't know. And this is what I wanted to discuss or bring up and definitely open up to the comment section, you know, when you guys check out the video. But my whole thing with this review process, reviewers have been a kind of suspect we've been seeing over the last couple of years, where it seems to be they want easy modes. There's too many games to review. Remember all that stuff, Mr. Grunt? Yes, I remember this. When she keeps saying the writers. Well, if the writers are reviewing this and giving you a script, I'd rather hear the experience from the writers who are actually playing the game. Or are they playing the game, or they're giving it to somebody else and somebody's telling them and they're just writing the episode. And my question is do we need this? Nope. Who wants this? No, we don't. That's why it's gone. Maybe back in the day, with old G4, we needed a G4 and X-Play to tell us the reviews. We don't need talking heads. 3 out of 5, a 4 out of 5. We got so many people now reviewing. Just in this community alone, everybody gets their hands on perks and stuff, and you see them and you interact with them directly on Twitter and on YouTube. The actual people who played the gamers who invested in the console and playing the game across all Xbox, PlayStation, Nintendo, you have direct access to the people playing these games and experiencing them and seeing the reviews. Why do we need heads talking from writers who we don't even see on camera for reviewers that we don't even know is reviewing the game? It's reviewed in a Frankenstein aspect. Putting it all together so somebody could get on a channel and read somebody else's experience. And she's upset because it depends on who's reading it, depends on who's getting the smoke. And she thinks she gets extra smoke because she's a woman reading these things. And I'm sure maybe that happens because there are some
bad people out
There are some shitheads out there. Who's this guy talking? It's me from the past. Dude, that's what happened. They lost their credibility. They lost the gamer. And this is the thing. And this is the problem. And you guys are telling me, like, when you go out and insult, is this my cousin? No, it's me, Don John. It's me. When you go out and insult the core fan base and basically tell them wrong stuff and then double down on it and then basically say don't like it, don't watch it, you need to attract the core. This is what like they don't understand. You cannot tick off the core audience. You could adjust them and maybe reset expectations, do stuff, but you can't dismiss the people because they're the core that are going to carry you to getting to the casual. And so many websites and reviewers and even games with Microsoft stuff, they're racing directly to the casual and not addressing the needs of the core. And that's why you see we suck. We can't compete. PlayStation and Nintendo are going to kill us even after we buy Activision. Because Microsoft, in their quest for 2 billion gamers, abandoned the 60 million that they had. And now they're less significant than they ever have been because they don't have the casuals and they don't have the core. This channel did the same thing over at G4. They tried to go to what the core audience wants. They started talking casuals, comedy skits, insulting the core audience to try to get out to a broader aspect of casuals and entertainment and comedy, and fell flat on its face because they were neither here nor there. They were in purgatory. They were in limbo. There was nothing happening. The casuals don't give a shit, and the core are pissed off. Sounds familiar, right? That's why even with this whole, I'm tying it into the PlayStation and Xbox thing, PlayStation is still focusing on their core. They'll touch the PC, dude. They'll put it over there. Pause. They'll put it over there. But they're not going to abandon their core. Microsoft is not delivering the games to their core, but they're poking around all the casuals, going like the people, little Timmy on a cell phone over at Starbucks actually gives a shit. And that's what G4 did. And they self-imploded. They spoke down, thought of the people less. Their review process just sucks. And now they're smoked. That's right, Amanda. I should invite this person. Who this? I want to get your insight from. ACG is another reviewer. A clone, baby. Anyway, but G4 is now smoked. And Dead Man Walking, they said. But yeah, it is done. They shut it down. And hey, people seeing lose, but you know what? She got laid off. And I'm telling you, the one thing G4 TV was known for was that specific clip. I can't think anything more relevant after she left. After that clip, guys, can you remember anything G4 did after she did that thing? I can't.
After the Dead Man Walking?
Yeah, after she said that and then she did that spiel. I can't remember anything else the rest of this year that G4 TV did.
Yeah, no. Was that the same? Did she have that video where she was talking about how people were saying she's not as fuckable as the other girls?
Oh yeah, that was the one I played. After that one, anything G4 TV did after that? Was there anything?
Nah,
nope.
Nothing that they really are known for has
where they had Azarath or whatever, the Admiral, whatever, jumping in the hot tub.
Nothing about their channel has anything to do with gaming.
No.
Well, what I'm saying, the controversy, it wasn't gaming.
Yeah.
Alienate your whatever little fan base you have certainly did not work. Doubling down on Frost and her foolishness.
But that was what they were known for.
Torpedoed everything down.
That was it. Like after that spiel, like that show lost all credibility. Adam Sessler, like nobody really did anything after that. Like nothing came out. Even with Horizon, Elden Ring, like a G4 really wasn't a place to go for the news or anything like that. And
it wasn't.
No, that was it. They were known for that, and even put that on YouTube TV as like a channel.
G4 TV. It was like a channel on YouTube TV. But Comcast said they're all done. So G4 had a grand opening, grand closing. It had promise, but they could not fit with the times. And they put a bunch of talking heads up there that admitted that they are reading scripts, and that just lost a genuine.
And she said like one person to play this part of the game, another person to play this.
And I just
That's
read
not
it.
how you review a game.
No, people don't want
a game is a whole experience. It's not 10 people playing collective pieces and then putting their opinion together. That's
exactly.
That's not a game. That's not how games work.
So
because you may hate something in the beginning and learn to love it towards the end. So can you give an honest opinion about it when you're not even playing the whole game?
Exactly. And right, Corey. Like one person messed up the whole, like, you know, because that's the only thing that G4 was like became on the internet for was her stuff and
her
nobody, her rant, and nobody said, hey, you know what? We're just starting off. You really don't have the platform just yet to kind of like just tell people don't watch us. Like, please, because that's the thing. Like, that was probably planned. Like, she didn't just go off and cut off like a bunch of script. Like, she's probably reading a script. Like, okay, go on your rant or whatever like that. Rant, go. And they should have. That wasn't the time. And you know, and instead of and even when she made those comments, which started the backlash. It wasn't even relative to that because after she got a backlash with that, then the review reading she got backlash for because she was reading a review and she's like, I didn't even play the game. Don't get on me because I'm reading the review. And it's just like, oh my God, you just basically broke their whole review process. And, you know, it is what it is, dude. It's done. So, you know, G4 is done. They were dead man walking. They got smoked. So I guess Sony and Ragnarok lives on. So Sony did get their shit together. So she got her wish. I'm not even reading her Twitter because I'm not wasting my time on that stuff.
Oh yeah,
I'm sure she's like.
She had some toxic tweets on Twitter.
Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure.
She went after Porter Rock. You know.
Oh, did she? I'm sure.
Yeah, because he called her out about her. When she was saying, I think was when she said Sony was a dead man.
Well, when she said she survived. And then
no. A few months back, she Porter Rock called her out on her statements on the show about Sony being a dead man walk-in, and she just told him to go stop sucking Sony's cock and all this other stuff.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, you know, she was toxic. You know what I mean? Yeah. She was talking about all the toxic fanboys and everything, and people, you know, talking about her looks and this and that, but she was extremely toxic herself. So.
Well, no, she was on that thing, but I really, and this is one last thing on there. So she listed out, she outlisted these people, if you want to look at her Twitter. And this I thought was pretty damn interesting right here. Danny Pena Godfrey was the talent acquisition person who is Gamertag Radio, Xbox centric radio station, Xbox Central podcast was their talent acquisition. So he probably made sure that there was representation, I guess, on Xbox's side. I don't know, but I just thought that was pretty damn interesting that he was their he's Paris's podcast, Paris and him. He's the talent acquisition. Very interesting. Who knows? But that was their I didn't even know that he was their talent acquisition from games editorial. He was the games editorial lead. Oh wow. Oh. Well, good job on you. You know, really just being silly there because it was too early, too soon, and you discredit. I think the biggest thing is that they discredited the review process. I think that was just poor taste and poor timing. Because that was not good. But G4's gone, so it is what it is. It didn't last a year, but we got something coming. Oh damn! October 19th, something with Silent Hill is coming amongst us. Hit that like button, you know it's coming. Is it abandoned? Is it not? What's happening with Silent Hill? I don't know. Better not be no TV show. Better not be a movie. Better be a goddamn game, because I'm done with all this media shit. I'm going to be playing the Sirens then. So, we'll see. What do you think the Silent Hill thing is on Wednesday? Konami going to deliver? Konami's going to tell me about an arcade, a pachinko machine.
Yeah, it might be a pachinko machine or
shit. No.
I don't think it has anything to do with that what's that studio that was frauding
Abandoned
everybody?
with Hassan?
Yeah, I don't think it's got nothing to do with that.
You hear me, right?
So,
Conmen, thieves, degenerates, lowlifes, thugs, criminals.
Maybe it's a new game, you know?
It's so sad in the state of affairs that we're in that we gotta, when they say something on Silent Hill, we can't just say it's gonna be a new game. We gotta cross our fingers and hope it's a game. Isn't that sad? It was going what Frog was saying, like the state of gaming right now. Like they're gonna announce a goddamn Silent Hill pachinko machine, goddamn movie
And when is
spinoff.
When is this? Is it tomorrow?
Wednesday.
Wednesday. I don't know, man.
I have no clue. And it's so sad right now. We got to stare at something, and it's like the future of Silent Hill. So, a Netflix anime, goddamn pachinko pinball, Silent Hill. Wolf Dawn said, oh, damn. Silent Hill Funko Pops. Oh, no. No. Isn't it sad? Isn't it sad? I think, oh, no, a new TV show on Paramount Plus. NFTs. Oh, damn, man, they're going wild.
Cold pop. And then I thought somebody was barbecuing. I said, oh Lord Jesus, it's a fire. Then I ran out. I didn't grab no shoes or nothing, Jesus. I ran for my life. And then the smoke got her. I got bronchitis. Ain't nobody got time for that.
Could be a Bloober team. Game night with 1, 2, 3 with the 5. He goes, could be Bloober team since they have that strategic partnership with Konami. I hope.
And how we started Forza.
Does Bloober team have the green light?
They're working on something. Yeah, I forgot about that.
I know it takes a little bit longer, and maybe people.
Do they have the green light over at Bloober team?
This studio, bring them in, and we're completely open to that. Microsoft has the money. I have the green light, so to speak.
Does Bloober team have the green light to show games?
You're my number one customer.
And I think the gamers play the games. Of course they do. They don't play the studios. They don't play the resolution numbers. Right? They play the games, and we want to make sure the best games are there.
Oh my God! So Silent Hill. I hope Silent Hill Donuts partnership with Krispy Kreme. Oh damn! I don't know.
Put that cookie down now.
Hold your breath. Bloober team. Oh, Bloober team is doing a Silent Hill 2 remake. Oh.
Yeah, they are. They are. Well, not. They were doing a Silent Hill game. I don't know if it's a remake.
What did they say in their tweet? What did they say? What did they say on Twitter? In your restless dreams, do you see that town? The latest update for the Silent Hill series will be revealed during the Silent Hill transmission on Wednesday. The latest updates for the Silent Hill series. Oh, man. Xbox controller. Oh, no. I don't know. But it's sad state of gaming right now. We got to sit here and hope it's a game. Silent Hill Halloween donuts. With green light Philness donuts. They got to make green light Philness donuts. Like
hey, what if it's some nail polish or something like that?
Oh, my God. Or a Halloween helmet of...
Yeah.
Of the executioner. I don't know, man. You know, to be honest, like I really never I was more of a Resident Evil person. I really wasn't.
Me too.
Silent Hill.
I've never played a Silent Hill game.
Yeah, I only played the beginning of Silent Hill 2 or one of them. I just couldn't get into it. I was more of a Resident Evil.
They were
person.
still too creepy for me, so I
I just never really got into them. I watched the movie though. Maybe I could give a review on the game since I watched the movie. But no, it was interesting, but I never really played the Silent Hill games. The Room or anything like that. I played the first one and some of the second one, but not too much. But yeah, I should probably play them. But yeah, I don't know. Silent Hill is legendary. Uh-oh. But see, I'll admit exactly. I'm not gonna say I'm gonna cap for Silent Hill and say I'm gonna throw my underwear on the stage right now. because of Silent Hill? I don't know. Make me excited.
Games to our platform.
Games. But I don't know. Bloober Team made the medium, and that was mid. So I don't know. I don't know about bloopers. But now, talking about bloopers and talking about boosters, we're going to shut out this show right now with the Series S booster called a potato. Hit that like button. Hit the share button out. Get the grinders in here. We got over 250 people we had. Get them back. I want them all back because we're talking about the Series S booster. Listen, I didn't call it a potato. Phil, did I miss the whole Sony VR thing? Holy crap. Before I get into the boosters, did you see this? The Sony VR, talking about something nice. We need a palate cleanse before I get into the Series S booster. This is the thing that leaked for the PlayStation VR. Look. One headset to rule them all, one cable to rule them all. One plug into the front of the PSVR. Oh, baby. And that's about it. I just wanted to show that I used one cable. Anyway, that was fun. The big news. But back to the Series S potato. So, before we're going to have a commercial right now. Tip your waiters. Before I start my song, here is an actual legit tweet from Xbox to you, the fans. And listen to our commercial break while you read this tweet and become insulted.
It's like us too. New games are coming fast. 12 minutes and 80s. And they're all on Game Pass. Some of them are Plague Requiem. What to play first and what to play last. It's like us too. New games are coming fast. 12 minutes and 80s.
12 minutes and 80s.
And they're all on Game Pass. Some of them
30 frames per second.
What to play first and what to play last. To ground, true and doom. Cause they're all on Game Pass. Among Us, the Ascent, and more.
This is a legit tweet from Xbox. If you like gold, you're going to love this month. 2 games, Windbound and Bomber Crew. This is legit from them. They're giving you 2 less games and 2 bargain bin. And they got the balls to tweet it out. Are you kidding me? Dude, do you see them? If you like gold, you're going to love this month. Are they? Who? Like, who is over there? I don't know. It's not a joke. There's no happy faces. There's no laugh. This is legit. This is what they're doing. And you got to wait for Bomber Crew. Like, are they serious? Like, I don't even know what's going on with them. Like, seriously. Is it a joke? I don't know. 12 minutes and 8. But anyway, oh my God. I can't. I don't even know anymore. Like, the Xbox refrigerator remastered. No, they don't have the price on them anymore. VX, they don't have the price. I can't know what the quality I'm getting. Maybe it's $20 and $40, their retail prices. But man, oh man. Talking about boosters. So, they don't even have the friggin' tweet of the guy with calling it a friggin' booster box. Goddamn potatoes. So, what's the story on this thing? Basically, somebody was talking about the Gotham Knights being the 30 frames per second, right? And some dev came out who doesn't work on the game actually, but he said the series was a Rocksteady? Was he? Hold on. Series. He called it. Where is it? Oh, yes. There it is. I have it here. Which game is understood what 60 frames per second means? Because now here's the battle, man. These consoles now are getting 30 frames per second games without performance selections. So, that game is one. Gotham Knights, and now we just found out Plague's Tale is going to be the same situation. So, especially taking account about the Gotham Knights. So then, somebody's like, what's going on? It says the Series S GPU mostly multi-platform games always have to optimize for the lowest performer. The D, man, he called it the D series. The Series S exists though, and Microsoft won't let you launch one without the other. And the entire generation of games hamstrung by that potato. Booster. Oh my God. How can they be like that? So mean to Booster.
Rumors are true. We have received a small quantity of the action figure known as Turbo Man. I am not going to ask you people to be quiet again. Do you hear me? If you're not one of the lucky few, we have plenty of Turbo Man's faithful pet tiger Booster in stock.
Nobody wants Booster. Nobody wants Booster.
Yes, I'm trying to find a Turbo Man doll. Me too. Do you have any more in the back?
Nobody wants Booster.
What? See that? What did it say? These guys are looking for a Turbo Man? A Turbo Man doll, yes. They're looking for Turbo Man.
Hey, everybody! These two are looking for a Turbo Man!
Oh, man.
Now, what's so funny? We got plenty of Turbo Man's faithful saber-tooth tiger Booster.
You know what? Nobody likes you, Booster.
Nobody wants Booster. Lowest performer, the potato. Then, this is the craziest thing from the potato man. Like he said about the potato. Then shout out to Chris Righteous, who then goes back in time and shows when the Series S was announced. The Series S RAM is a major issue. Several devs speak out about the memory bottleneck. Nonetheless, our good friends over at Activision, developers from Infinity Ward, Remedy, and id Software, holy crumbuns. Infinity Ward and id Software, now part of the Microsoft family, soon to be Infinity Ward, had issues about the S. I wonder why they bought them. Shut up. They basically, id Software, you have shit to say about the S. We're going to own you. Now it's the best value in gaming. That's more like it, bitch. id Software was complaining about the Series S. Microsoft bought them, and at the end they go, and excuse me, what did you just say, sir? It is the best value in gaming. That's right, bitch. Infinity Ward dev says Xbox Series S could be bottleneck for next-gen development. Oh my gosh. Developers say the Xbox Series S could hold back multi-platform games. Min-spec matters. Oh my God.
Hold on.
Okay.
Holy Spirit, activate. Oh, no. Holy Spirit,
Oh.
activate. Holy Spirit, activate. Activate. Activate.
This is not fanboys. This is not your 12 teraflop rah-rah cheerleaders. This is developers. The Series S, well, is no different from the previous gens where the system with the lowest specs doesn't end up dictating a few of those things. It's very easy to say, why don't you just lower your resolution and texture quality and off you go? It's just nowhere near that simple. It sounds good, but when you say it, every engine is built differently. Where did we see that before? We can't just lower the resolution, Rocksteady said. We can't just lower the resolution and make it 30 frames and make it 60. But wait, there's more. Plague's Tale Requiem. What are we doing here? 1080p, 30 frames per second. Next gen. A Plague's Tale. 30 frames at 1080p. All I know is that 1080p at 30 frames per second on a next generation console. Like, we're 2 years in, and are we capping out? And I think it's ridiculous. 1440p 30. Like, are we capping out these things? Like, there's going to be performance modes. And then the system runs the game at 40 frames per second in 120 hertz mode. I think we're off. 10 frames more in 120 hertz mode? And variable rate, the VVR? No? Yeah. Yeah. It says, oh, sorry, Link. I couldn't hear you.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry, Link was saying about the briefly explained. They didn't hear you on that about the VR.
Okay.
What you were just saying.
I was saying that the reason why the frame rate is 40 hertz, 40 FPS on a 120 screen is because you can divide 40 frames into 120. It doesn't divide into 60. So if you had a 40 frames per second mode on a screen that only supported 60 hertz, you would get a lot of judder. So that's why they only on screens that support 120 do they normally uncap it and go up to 40, because it divides evenly into the screen, into the hertz. So you don't get all that judder. So it looks a lot smoother when you have a screen with a higher hertz. But still, this game, what I'm saying is, like, looking at the spec, looking at what's required on PC for this game.
Yeah, that's what somebody said in the chat.
It's
terribly optimized.
3070 to run the game at 1080p 60. I don't know. Maybe it's all the rats or whatever. I'm not sure, but the engine on this game,
they need Halo rats to optimize.
The engine on this game is not very optimized. So
and probably, I am sure, same thing goes for Gotham as well. I am sure there'll be an update, a 1.1, where they go, and we're working on the 60 frames per second mode. It's not going to be at launch, and this is the kind of shit that they do right now.
What I don't understand, though, is, as far to my knowledge, this game and Gotham Knights are not utilizing any of those techniques like checkerboarding or FSR to lighten the load on the GPU. So I don't understand.
It says
if they're not using those techniques, they should be using them.
It says that Plague's Tale is one of the first games using DLSS3 and frame generation on the RX 4090. Get the
Yeah, RX 49. Yeah, on PC.
What about it? Okay, the 4090 that worked. They had time for that, but they the how many people got 4090s and not for the 30s and the 20s. Like,
But
oh yeah,
but
like,
why doesn't the game support FSR? The RDNA
I
2.0
don't know. Like, it's a
GPUs on these
marketing.
consoles
You think Nvidia
support
paid for
FSR.
marketing? RTX?
Well, you know, sometimes these games do partner up with different
Yeah.
GPUs.
I'm surprised
company.
to get the new advantage of the because it's this holiday. They're trying to sell 490s. Take advantage of the 490 graphics card to give people a reason to own it, and I'm sure it's a marketing thing because why would they focus on 490 special DLSS 3 when the install base of a 4090 is probably
it's like a fraction of a percentage.
It's a fraction of a percentage.
Yeah.
You know, impatience to fraction. He says he got the 4090. Oh damn, a $15 graphics card is a feature. What about the 30?
Yeah,
the
but
30s
really,
and 20s.
To really run this game pretty good, to run this game at a good resolution with good frames, you probably need like a 3080 or 3090. So
this is the new Crisis then. Plague's Tale Requiem was Crisis.
it seems like it, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So basically with the PC specs, I'm not surprised with what the console's only running at 30. Maybe down the road they'll come out with a 1080p upscale version with 60 frames, but I don't want to go back to playing games at 30.
Nvidia's Quest.
I just don't want to go back to playing games at 30 frames per second. Now I'm so used to playing at 60.
Yeah. I just think and again, I think one of the things to get back on like with the whole Series S and its involvement, like I'm not saying like these are 30 because of the S, but it's bringing out some of the bottlenecks that are going to be that they brought up when this thing was announced because it did put developers right in an awkward situation.
Right, because this is the problem we're going to have with multi-platform game developers.
Yeah.
Developers keep saying this. We keep talking about cross-gen games and dropping this old hardware of the PS4 to Xbox One. The problem is with that weak-ass GPU that's in that
S.
That S, honestly, may not be even as powerful as a PS4 Pro. It's got a good CPU in it, but the problem is the GPU is so weak and it's got a low amount of RAM, and the RAM that's in it is super slow.
Yeah.
So that console really is going to really hold back third-party developers from really pushing these consoles.
You know what's going to happen. I think next year
it
there's
won't
going to
matter.
be a Series S boost.
It
a Series
won't
S
matter.
booster. I think there's going to be an updated Series S that's going to have
Yes, it won't matter.
GPU.
Remember that Dev just said all the hardware must be supported. So that lowest common denominator is going to be there this whole generation.
I'm not saying for the devs. I'm not saying for the devs. I'm saying for Microsoft as a way to get you to buy another console. They'll be like, we heard you. We have now made a more powerful Series S. But I'm saying for the devs, that S, the existence of that S, we said it. It's going to be something that's going to get caught up as we get more and more when we're trying to see the games. And then the other problem I say is when you see the celebration on Twitter about how everybody's celebrating that the Series S is outpacing the X. Nobody really talks about the difference of how much the S is selling. It's like almost 2-to-1 S to X. Like the S is definitely selling more than the X, which is not good if you're going to make a game going like, now you can't sort of omit the S and say, hey guys, you know what? The S really didn't get the uptake. We're going to focus on the X and the PS5. The S is sticking around and making.
Well, see, unfortunately, that game development you can't do game development that way. That hardware is there; it has to be supported. If Microsoft requires you to make a game for both SKUs, these developers are just gonna have to figure it out.
But if your majority of your install base is buying the S, then you have to make a valiant effort with the S. But if it was kind of phasing itself out and really more people were buying the X and the PS5, you could kind of say, you know what, we're not going to put the 60 frames per second mode. You could kind of start, you could support it, but you don't have to prioritize it. But when you have majority of the Xbox install base is the S, you can't skimp on it because a majority of the install base is on the S. But if it was kind of phasing itself out, you could say, well, it's not a priority in our development cycle to put a 60 frames per second mode on there because not a lot of people have the S. We could focus
the dream
more on the
that
X.
Microsoft sold with this Series S is that it would just be lower resolution games, right?
Oh,
so instead of games being
bullshit.
4K, they would be 1440p, 1080p, same settings.
No, it's like shadows,
ray tracing,
textures,
all
vegetation,
that.
draw
It's
distance.
not. I mean, there are
all
games
that stuff
that don't.
is lacking.
Right, and even when it comes to the frames, like there are games that are 60 on the Series X that are only 30 on the Series S.
Yeah, I just
So
don't
it's
like that
not.
it's lingering around. Like the more people are buying it,
It's a Game Pass box, man. That's what it was
it
for.
is, and it's unfortunately like it's this race to the bottom. And what's funny is I got another grind my gears, and actually Link was on this one from March 2021. We're gonna go back in time, and we're gonna listen to the devs talking about the Xbox booster because they call it potato. Here's a dev booster. Hey,
Yes.
Okay.
Link, you can hear yourself.
The power.
Oh, Link came on. He saw
Link
the
just
grind
came
came
on.
on. He
We
saw
need-
the booster.
he heard-
There it is. Did I have it set up here?
That way, right? Differences.
Here we go.
And then Pikultu.
Where was it?
Enough from me.
Our good friend, I don't even know his name, but he came in and bitch slapped everybody. He was from the Control dev, and here he is. I'm gonna call him Fred. It's Fred.
Fred.
Let's see what Fred had to say. McCaffrey, I'm gonna tell you another little thing, Grinders. Hit that like button.
Hit that like button.
He
Let's
came
start.
in, and McCaffrey looked stunned as to the response that this guy said after he asked the question. But let's hear what he had to say.
Need to have these. We're just.
Where did Ryan ask him the question? Right? Did I have it set up here? Ryan.
This is March 21st last
This is the thing
year.
that triggered everybody over the weekend. Let me get that video.
So we shipped Control.
Wait. Shit, I had it there and I lost it. Let's see. I
The
missed it.
finances won't really work that way, right?
Where is it? Grinders?
So it's never a question
Here it is.
like performance or.
Here it is.
With Control.
There it is.
There we go. Found the Grinders.
What you're talking about. The
Ying.
last question we have for you. I'm just kind of curious, in your experience in Remedy's
This is
experience
Inception
with
right here.
Control, were there any kind of major differences between developing Control for PS5 versus developing it for Series X, and really kind of I'd throw the Series S in there too, because that's certainly a wild card in the sense that Sony there isn't a comparable thing on the Sony side for that. So I'd just be curious if you could speak to the quickly speak to the differences, if any, between the two platforms.
Oh, of course, there's differences, and I talk a lot with the engineers and many team members about that. I mean, ultimately, both machines are like great, like they're really well built, and like I said, it's early days, so there's still a lot of just system level issues and bugs that impact performance or cause crashes and things like that. It's just that's all gonna get better. Sony kind of stuck to what worked, and their sort of development software and tools were like pretty stable and good pretty early on. And it's one of the things that people don't really see. Like all of these impact like the performance that the consumer gets. And Microsoft opted to change quite a lot of things, which on the long run are probably good. But of course, it's just a bigger hurdle for us devs early on to kind of like, we got to rewrite a bunch of different things to really take advantage of specific features. And that's not that's not like a huge negative or anything. It's just what software development is like. But maybe that explains other things. Like there's all this discussion like about teraflops, this and that. I'm just like, man, it's just numbers. Like ultimately, like the tools and everything just matters so much more, and how all of that is brought together matters so much more than just purely the numbers.
Right.
And then Series S, well, it's it's no different from like the previous generations where like the system with the lowest specs does end up dictating a few of the things that you're going to do, because you're going to have to run on that system, right?
Yeah.
And it's very easy to say that, well, you just like lower your resolution and texture quality and off you go. It's just nowhere near that simple. Like it sounds good when you say it, and every engine is built in a different way. It's another thing when gamers might be, like these idiots, like this game engine, like does all of these things. Well, it depends on, are you making like an engine that's much more about, GPU bound or CPU bound? Like which are you taxing a whole lot more? Well, we kind of tax kind of both because we have a lot of physics, but then we have a lot of the ray tracing effects. But then that makes a huge difference, especially on Series S. So it's a lot more difficult to engineer an old game to make sure it works on everything. But now that we're building the future games, and hey, we know these are the system it has to run, we take that into account from day one, and we can ensure that all platforms have
By targeting
as
the
good
lower
of
system
experience as possible.
Let's see McCaffrey's face.
That's what needs to happen, and we appreciate that. There's a lower barrier of entry for next-gen experience, but the more hardware you have, the more you kind of have to ultimately compromise a little bit when you are like a smaller studio like us, where we just can't.
Oh, did he just say compromise? That's the more hardware.
Spend so much time making sure that all these platforms are like super good. Of course, we need to do that, but there's just a difference in doing that, because it takes a huge amount of resources, not just engineering, but QA. It's a huge QA overhead to test so many different games. Like, I don't envy folks making Halo Infinite that has to ship on so many platforms. Like, they have the resources and money, but man, that stuff, like, it's super tough to.
Joined by Ryan McCaffrey, host of IGN's Xbox podcast.
I hit the wrong button.
The more you, they have the resources and money, but
man, that was a bonus.
It's super tough to ensure everything works great. But like I said, when I talk to our engineers and designers, like, it's like the systems are solid, like, especially considering
solid
how
systems,
difficult
but you
last year
gotta.
was.
This dude, where's Ryan McCaffrey's face? Here he is.
Into game development.
Stunned.
Super fascinating. I
Stunned.
keep the conversation going for a lot longer, but unfortunately we're running out of time. But thank you so much for stopping.
Where's my? I don't have my humana. Dude. Okay, so we heard the bitch slap across the world, and
When I think about Xbox,
oh, Phil.
I think about quality games. We have work to do there. We haven't done our best work over the last
Phil.
years.
Hey, Phil. Thank you. Yes, you haven't done the best work over the last few years. There you go, grinders. Grinding from the past. Inception. There you go. Keeping it real. All these years. There you go. Boom. You heard of so much in that. So much. And that was March of 2021. And here we be. Getting the S called a potato by a dev. This is not any news. We knew it was a dirty potato from day one. A rotten, dirty potato. We knew that it was going to be the appendix of the next generation. The not needed. But apparently, it's selling. So, but the devs don't like Booster. It's the weakest console. And you got to target the lower platform. And then, on top of that, a little bonus content for you. He feels bad for the Halo devs because they got to test and do all the extra hardware and optimization. Dude, it was right there in March 21.
They don't want to believe it.
He prefaced the shit storm that Halo was going to face. He prefaced the shitstorm with day one on all hardware is a challenge. He said it there as a bonus. What are we doing here? Do you see why publishers are being purchased? It all comes together in a nice package called Booster Potatoes. It all comes back. Why are publishers? Because devs are not excited for the shit you're bringing to the table. Nobody cares about Booster. Devs don't want to develop for a weak console going into a next generation. They don't want to, quote, compromise. There you go, Mr. Tennis. On-demand thoughts. Devs don't want to compromise for a booster. So what do? You go get exclusives for the gamers? No. You go out and buy content and get content to attract gamers to your platform? No. What do? Devs don't have so much hardware to develop for. I feel bad for 343, he says.
These idiots, like this game engine, like does all of these things. Well, you know, it depends on
Xbox podcast.
That, but there's just a difference. It's just nowhere near.
He says it.
Sure.
Simple. Like it sounds good when you say it, and that all platforms have
By targeting
as
the
good
lower
of
system.
the experience as possible.
Let's see McCaffrey's face.
That's what needs to happen, and you know we appreciate that. You know, there's a lower barrier of entry.
Lower barrier of entry.
Experience, but like, you know,
compromise.
The more hardware you have, the more you kind of have to.
More hardware.
Ultimately compromise a little bit when you are like a smaller studio like us, where we just can't.
Oh, did he just say compromise because of the more hardware? And then he says the Halo.
So much time making sure that all these platforms are like
all
super
these platforms.
Good. Of course, we need to do that, but there's just a difference in doing that, because it takes a huge amount of resources, not just engineering, but QA. It's a huge QA overhead to test so many different games. Like I don't envy folks making Halo Infinite that has to ship on so many platforms. Like, you know, they have the resources and money, but man, that stuff, like
they have the resources and money, and they still couldn't do it with Halo. This dude's talking about it's a challenge for smaller devs. It's a challenge for the little folk. And meanwhile, Halo has all the money. They got the green light. They got all the funding. They got $trillions, and they still couldn't get the thing optimized on all the hardware they released on. And focusing on the lowest common denominator. You could say it's PC all you want. But guess what? That booster box, when console development is there, and you have 2 next-gen consoles and boosters sitting there on store shelves saying, we Turbomans are out, but you could buy a booster. Well, and just like Link said, you got to focus on the lowest common denominator. And these idiots celebrate that the S is selling. You said the reason why Xbox lost was because it was weak 900p console versus the optimized PlayStation 4. So why is the S successful then if the reason why the Xbox One failed was because it was the weakest? Shouldn't the S fall into the same fate? So that's a lie of bullshit. But now devs don't like, they call it a potato. All the articles saying bottlenecks with the Series S. And you could say, oh, it has 120p games, 120 hertz. Oh, it runs games of next gen at 1080p or 720p or 540p. Oh, it does all that stuff. Yeah, it does. It compromises. Compromise. It could run it, but it's compromised. Do you know what resolution? It ran the medium, a next-gen only game. Link, do you know what the medium was running at? The medium and next-gen only game on the Series S?
Was it 540p or something? 720? I don't know.
It doesn't have a 60 frames per second mode, I'll tell you that. But the Xbox Series S ran the medium. Where was it? I had it up here.
720p or something?
No. It was
540p?
Mm-hmm. It was dynamic. It was a dynamic. Where the hell is it? Next gen only game. The Series S booster ran it at 648p. That was the lowest, and it capped off at 900p. That was split screen. Split screen mode went to 648p, and then it went between 1080p and 900p. So it went from 1080 to 640. You think you're going to see a difference in that resolution drop? Jesus. So my
That's
thing
sub
is,
HD.
oh, sub HD, it's ridiculous. And now you're paying 1080p to 30 in a game that's not optimized. But the thing is like every game could run on hardware. And as that guy said, it takes time, it takes testing, it takes resources, it takes money. So to say that a game can never run on an S, it can never run on it. It can run on an S. It's just going to take time, dev time. As that time get taken away from features or missions or content coming to if the 5 and the Series S exist, and because now they got all this hardware, they got to compromise. They need to now spend time that maybe they would have put in new next-gen features, not into that, but put it into optimizing for the weaker platform, optimizing it for all the different PCs, spending that time. Like Halo, we have to optimize it for billions of people. Sorry, we can't deliver more than one map a year. So you see the compromises that are being made for this hardware existing. And devs were not happy. It goes back. The Series S existence, devs were not happy about this. They're like, wait a second, we want to get off of this old-ass hardware and just get on some new hardware. But Microsoft's like, we have something new. We'll give you the processor, but we're going to put some weak-ass GPU into this thing, and you're going to have to make a game for a weak next-gen console that's less powerful than the current 1X that we have in the market today, where that thing is running 4K games.
And less RAM.
And less RAM.
Lower
Devs
RAM,
didn't
less
like
RAM.
it. So tell me why they're buying publishers. Devs did not want this thing. So guess what? Call of Duty dev, ID, id Software. We don't like Booster. Well, we own your ass now. You like Booster now? Yes, sir. Yes. Thank you for buying me. Now I love it. It's the best value in gaming. They drank the juice. Why are they buying publishers? Not only for cloud, but to get the support for their problem. If they come out with a Series S2, if the devs are whining and complaining, they go, shut up. We own Call of Duty. Call of Duty is going to be fine on that. Bethesda games will run fine on that because guess what? They love the S. They love Booster. Because we own them and they love Booster. It all goes into why publishers. If it was just about getting games, they could do that real easy. But it's about the publishers because now, because I said this on 2 shows ago, the industry does not want to do what Microsoft is doing. The industry doesn't want subscription gaming solely existing. The industry doesn't want booster boxes. The industry likes the idea of more people to pay for their games, but the industry does not want to go the route that Microsoft is dictating. That is why they have shifted from developers to buying full-ass publishers to force the industry to go into the direction that they want it to go. The industry did not choose Azure. The industry did not choose Booster. The industry wants to move forward. Microsoft wants it to go down. They want it to go bottom dollar bill fill. They want cheap-ass gaming for everyone, and Microsoft sits back and does more with less. Right, Humana?
And so everything that we're doing with our content, with our our cloud and
Exactly. Race to the bottom. Take everything you know and make it cheap, cheap to make, cheap to play, dispendable. That's exactly what we're going to do with the gaming industry. We're going to make cheap, bootleg, stupid-ass games with gold games and still expect $15 from you and race for the bottom of game development and the race to the bottom of gaming. They're not trying to deliver premier, lights-out experiences. No. Cheap, low budget, low cost, more with less, bottom dollar, bill fill. And if it's not apparent, them buying whole ass, big ass publishers is proof. Because they wouldn't have to buy publishers to just get games. If it was just about the green light and get games, they would just do Titanfall deals. They would just bring games to you and you probably be playing them a lot sooner.
And Tomb Raider deals.
And Tomb Raider deals, exactly.
But the problem is, they made some of these deals early in the last gen, and the games they didn't sell on that play. They didn't sell very well.
Well, that was their choice, you know, and I guess it didn't work out for them.
Right. So now they're going to route a subscription. It ain't really turning out like they think it's going to do. So they're just going to buy up the whole industry.
Yeah, and that's what they've been doing because the industry did not choose them. They did not choose the Azure Cloud.
Right.
They didn't choose them. And this is another thing. Devs were not excited about the Series S. What's incredible is if you go back and watch videos from here and just other videos, devs came out of the woodwork and hyped up the PS5 and what it can do.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like Jez Corden had to reach out to like beg devs to say something nice about Xbox. Meanwhile, devs were coming out of the woodwork going, it's amazing what they're doing. When Cerny did his video. Yeah, when he did his video. Oh, wow, we're excited about the PS5, blah, 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 it does this, this, and this. And then Jez Corden said, I got to go run around and find out, you know, if they like the Xbox, you know, and you got to write an article. Because they were coming out saying the same shit. We got all the articles. The lowest common denominator. Devs, the Series S is a bottleneck.
Potato.
And then here was the Jez Corden desperation article. When we heard everybody talking good about the PlayStation. He ran out and ran an article asking several devs for their thoughts because nobody was naturally coming out on Twitter and saying they're hyped for the Xbox. So he had to go reach out and ask people. And he asked the Long Dark developers. Ori and Will of the Wisps, Bias Party, Zombie Army 4, he asked. Gears of War dev, what are you excited about the Xbox? The Dead by Daylight guys. These are who he reached out to. Because nobody was hyping up the plans for Xbox. The only people hyping up were the 12 teraflops. And you heard what the guy said. The PlayStation made great tools. They made great things. It was easy for devs. Microsoft changed everything.
And then he didn't even say the changes made it better.
No.
He just said it made it harder for them to do things and to get up to speed. It's going to take them a little longer. But he didn't say these tools were better or made game development easier.
He just said they're not ready. The tools are not there.
Mm-hmm.
Where is it? Here. And then this is the stuff that came out after the PlayStation 5, right? What? Twisted Sync with the late breaking news. He said, what? Microsoft just laid off 1,000 employees. It's on Twitter right now.
Where?
What?
Hold on. They just laid off 1,000 employees.
They absorbed so many people. There you go. He said, I said this. Holy crap. Where was Satya? Oh my God. Where the hell's my friggin' video? Holy crap. Because nobody picked up on that. Doing more with less. I said it. I freaking said it. I said it was doing layoffs. He said they were going to do more with less.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, look.
Satya struck again.
He struck again. Microsoft has started layoffs. I'm hearing some experience and devices, Xbox, legal, strategic tech positions, and elsewhere impacted. The layoffs impact less than 1,000 employees with some veterans. Holy crap. Right before the holidays, you son of a bitch. Fucking piece of shit, Microsoft. Get the fuck shit. You fuck. Right before the goddamn holidays. This is what they do. You sleazy bastards. Yeah. Go buy your Activision, you piece of shit. Yeah. Let's celebrate. It's $1 trillion company. What do you mean? 1,000 people. Do more with less. I'm going right to my goddamn video. Holy crap. Ridiculous. Told you. And all these studios I'm telling you, all these studios that they're going to consolidate all of them. You think id is going to be there? id and fucking Machine Games and bullshit. Dude, they're going to be combined into one goddamn company. Merry Christmas, you fucking bastard. Let us compete, right, Satya, you stuttering ass?
And so everything that we're doing with our content, with our cloud.
There he is. There's your leader right there. That's who you got fired by. This fucking
so
clown.
Everything that we're doing with our content, with our cloud, and
the Activision has about 10,000 employees. 10,000 employees, and they're gonna Who are they letting go? Like, what article is this? What website? The Verge. What the hell happened to The Verge? What the piece of shit website is this? What is it, a chat room? Where's the article? This? Oh, there he is. What? I gotta pay to read about how they're firing people. Shit. Microsoft announced new hardware and big moves in VR, AR space. It's laid off. What? Including Xbox and Edge teams. Why are they laying off the Xbox team? They're absorbing all these goddamn companies. Where's that Satya article? Let us compete? Watch this. I said it on this goddamn show. I want my video. I want my video because this is bullshit. Because everybody was talking about, let us compete. And meanwhile, he said, you're gonna see us do more with less. And he was talking about layoffs, and I said that. And everybody's like, no, more. Like goddamn Agent Smith. More. Dude, it's gonna pop. The $1 trillion company. Why are they firing? They're buying all these companies. What's going on? Where is it? Let us compete. Where is it? Here it is.
You're my number one customer.
Thank you for that super chat, man. Holy crap. Here it is. Read. In the last few years, that's been a criticism of the company. That was in 2019 when he was interviewed. The last few years, our first quality output. When you think about, why don't you buy them? Where is it? Oh. Diesel's Oct. And that is the main. All this other stuff, games, that is all this is. These are all just expendable stepping stones. Yeah. Hey, Phil Ness even came on. To mod. Like I said, expendable stepping stones. And the laying of Xbox.
And I know it takes a little bit longer, and maybe people
himself said they had bad quality of first-party games, and it will get better.
Because when I think about
and I'm not saying companies
maybe Phil was part of the layoffs.
Oh, no, why? No. He's probably no.
Yeah.
The thing is like, every company's gonna have like companies have layoffs and stuff like that. But what grinds my gears about this is that people are celebrating Microsoft just buying up everybody and not realizing the consequences and its impact to everything. They talk about how much money they spend, but they're firing people from Xbox and Edge. They're firing people from Xbox. How? I thought Satya's all in on gaming. Why are you firing people from Xbox, clown?
And so everything that we're doing with our content, with our our cloud, and
here he is. Oh shit! Dollar Bill Phil strikes again. Dollar Bill, goddamn Phil. Here it is. Bill Phil, Walmart bin. After working so hard for your game, pre-order. Because that is the indie developers a hell to know. Where is this thing? I got it right here. I said it. I'm putting the video up. That benefits them so that they get feedback as well. Here it is. This is the article. So they're going to pay you to make a part of the game to put in Game Pass before you release it to see if it generates traction.
What's up? What's up?
What's up, man? What's up? Yo, what's up, Sick? Yo, I'm going right to this fucking video where there's some of the bitch said he's doing more with less. All cracked up to be. So that's why when Satya... Where is it? What the... I had it right here. Where did he say it? More with less. Is this it? Well, that's what they're doing. More. There it is. Haha. I knew you, son of a bitch. I got you.
Electronics, toys, and all this other bullshit. But I mean, it's not working.
Macroeconomics. So there it is. He says here about the real inflation, right? And he does say that Satya said the company is growing in some areas after adding about 70,000 workers during the pandemic. We're going to be more deliberate, he said. Microsoft will be taking the same medicine, which is doing more with less. Not Nadella said. We have many businesses that are really doing super well and will continue to grow, but we'll also be looking at what the macroeconomic situation is. Basically, foreshadow right there. Akeem with the 5. He goes, $1 trillion company can't afford to keep 1,000 people employed. Feel bad for those workers right before the holidays and the hard winter months. Yeah, ridiculous. Exactly. More with less. Keep buying more. Keep buying more publishers. 70,000 employees. More and more. Keep buying a whole publisher. And what's crazy, they're firing people from Xbox.
Wait.
What?
We tried to tell them
with less.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Said it.
They keep saying that Microsoft is okay with just losing money.
No, they're not. Dude.
They got unlimited
I
money.
said, no. I told them, and you can even ask Lee.
Yeah.
I said no company is going to continue to, completely take a loss. Plus, we saw what Microsoft does. Bro, I'm so relaxed right now, bro. I just got out the fucking tub, dog. I feel like I swear, I feel like
Duckies
a
and
whole
bubble
different
bath
person.
came out. He's like, holy shit.
Yo, I could hear it in my voice. I'm like, yo, why do I sound so melancholy right now? But no. I was literally saying this, Jeff. I was like, yo, y'all keep saying that Microsoft, hey, don't worry about Microsoft money.
Mm-hmm. Microsoft money.
They could infinitely take a loss. I said, who the fuck would want to infinitely take a loss? I said, do you see how fast they cut Mixer? They cut Mixer so goddamn fast.
They said they could lose money in perpetuity. Didn't they say that forever?
Yeah. Man, I to be honest with you, man, I'm gonna be honest with you, Jez. My heart cries for the gaming for the gaming industry, bro. Like it's going down the toilet and fast. Because again, it's weird because Phil said that gaming isn't about tribalism and shit like that, but that's exactly what these niggas are over there on the Xbox. They are some tribalists.
They'll let it all burn. In the sake of Phil's name, like they'll let it all burn.
Exactly. And I'm so just horrible. Like, dog, it's so crazy, bro. If you really wanted them to compete, then you would ask them to do better.
Yes.
You would ask them to make some freaking games. You wouldn't tell them to buy a publisher just so another platform holder can't get a game, because that's the only interest that they have in any of these purchases. Oh, this is what we can keep off PlayStation. Oh, they're going to keep this off Play. That's all they give a fuck about. They don't care about the fact that they were already getting these games to begin with.
Exactly. You're getting these games already. Like, what is the point? I don't get it. What is the friggin' point? To get Call of Duty Modern Warfare 1 and Game Pass? Like,
I mean,
the
they're
old
cheerleading every little win with this with Brazil or all these wherever this deal is getting approved, and they really don't even care about the games that come along with this deal.
No,
it's all about this stuff coming out. Like Six said, it's all about taking games away from PlayStation.
Yeah,
even if it's games that they don't even want to play.
That's the only interest they have. And to be clear about it, like I said, I don't even play a lot of Activision games, bro. So none of this shit even bothers me, to be honest with you. I just want to see Microsoft hold this L. I want to see the internet burn because all these people were so happy and like, oh, but you just said that Call of Duty was trash less than a year ago when you were trying to hype up this Halo Infinite Craig edition.
Dude, they were saying Persona 5 was trash. It wasn't even AAA, and now they're all hyping up it's in Times Square and shit. Because it's going to Game Pass.
But you know,
Times Square.
Yeah, you see the Persona 5 is in Times Square as an advertisement.
Oh no, I didn't.
Yeah,
did you
Garen
see
Greenberg tweeted it out.
Sick, did you see that what's the studio that makes Persona? They're not even giving the PlayStation a PlayStation 5 version of Persona. The Persona 4 Golden. It's going to be a PS4 version, but you get a Series X version, though. That don't even make sense.
That's the same thing they did with Yakuza.
Yep. Yakuza 6, yeah. Same thing.
Why would you alienate the fan? Why would you screw over the fan bases that actually buy your games? That don't even make sense.
Well, look at this. They also affected people that they're laying off. Also affected is the MSMT division, which is focused on developing next-gen tech. Why are they firing their people working on next-gen tech?
Because it's all about the cloud, Jizz.
Man, shut this whole shit down. Like, get them the fuck out of here. Get Xbox completely the hell out of here.
They're firing people from Xbox, unlimited money. They got people from Edge and next-gen tech.
They should have been fired the people from Edge. They stole the whole Google Chrome browser, though. Like,
they did.
Certain
Xbox fans said that, well, I don't even like Activision games. I don't play them, but I want them to go to Microsoft to acquire them, so that when they acquire Activision, they can make more money and then they can make more games. But if they already got all the money already, why are they not making more games? This whole argument don't even make sense. If you got
this news,
this $2 trillion company got all this money, but they're laying people off.
Mm-hmm.
Why are they laying people off when they have a limited budget?
Why are they laying off people from Xbox? That's what I would need to know.
That don't even make sense. If they're trying to grow Xbox and spend all this money on acquisitions,
they never said that they were trying to grow Xbox, bro.
What are they trying to do?
Obviously. Well, no, the people on Twitter will tell you that they're growing
That's
Xbox.
what they're saying now. That's what they're saying.
I'll tell you right now, the Xbox they're getting out of this thing faster than anything.
Xbox division don't even make any money. So like they don't make a profit.
I never believed that, but honestly, I totally see it. But what I think it is I think Microsoft, when they get out of the gaming space, I think they want to take PlayStation out of the gaming space with them. I don't think they just want to not leave the gaming space, but leave the hardware space, selling hardware and shit.
Wow. So this guy, Craig Chapman, said he got let go. He is a principal architect in Azure on Serious Games. 25 years in the gaming. Well, because I grinds my gears. I got the Twitter stuff. So he just got laid off because this is from Reddit. He says, it's been an adventure. Today, me and my entire team are laid off. 12 years here at Microsoft and 25 in game dev. Details shortly once the shock wears off. He was a principal somewhere in Azure on Serious Games. 25 years in the gaming industry. Ex-EA, ex-Xbox. He's gone. Him and his team are gone.
It's good. He
Whole
chose a
team.
really shitty company to give his loyalty to.
My God, right before the holidays, the goddamn laying. But what's crazy is that they're laying off the people in the parts that they said they're growing in. That's the thing. Like, that's
More
what
or
I'm
less,
like.
more or
Everyone's like,
less.
Satya is all about. Here he is. Where is? I gotta get him. You know, he's so clear. Exactly, because I'll trust this dude.
And so everything that we're doing with our content, with our
He sounds so funny,
you know,
dog.
our cloud.
Yeah, tell me where we are, dude. I would have been putting my resume right in when I heard that son of a bitch stutter like that. I'll be, holy shit, you don't believe in us. The cue card
You know,
dropped.
you know what it could be too, though, Jazz. And I mean, I want y'all to really think about this for a second. What if they know that this Activision deal getting fucked off? So they like, damn, the revenue we thought we would be generating, we
Well, did
no
you see the
longer
stock
see
got
that.
held or something like that? I just saw that too. Somebody
And-
tweeted to me.
And
Yeah.
you know they have to pay Activision $4 billion. This deal don't go through.
This
Yeah,
is the
but
other
$4
thing.
billion
So,
ain't shit.
shout
man.
out to who this one? Hesitate. Josh Ayers again, man. Josh Ayers, the friggin' Inside Grind the News. He says so. 3.7 million Activision shares were sold at $72. Who sold this might be thinking the shares peaked and won't risk them down going more. So they might be thinking there's a real chance this deal will fall apart. So they're selling their shares now at lower. What they're selling their shares. They think
Now
that
you
the
know
shares
who's selling the
peaked.
shares. You know who's selling the shares. Do you know the way the stock market works?
Yeah.
Nigga, they bought up shares. Microsoft probably bought up shares to inflate the failing stock prices, bro. And now that they see on the horizon, like, yo, this shit might really
The CMA
not
shit's
fucking go
hurting them,
through.
man. The CMA shit
They like,
affected their PR.
yeah, they like, fuck this shit. Let's sell this shit off. But I mean, to me, honestly, like I said, if the deal fails or the deal goes through, what I was telling people is like, either way, Sony might lose in this situation, no matter which way it goes. Because now the people at Activision Blizzard are going to be looking at Sony like, man, you can get the fuck off my porch, nigga. You just fucked up the bag for us. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So they might go ahead and throw the market into Microsoft anyway. And Microsoft already given them $4 billion. So, you know, it ain't nothing for them to throw them another $3-4 billion or whatever. So, like I said, no matter which way it goes, it's probably going to end up fucked up. But I still want to see that shit fail.
You're my number one customer.
I want to see this thing go bankrupt. I know exactly what their intent is. This is not going to help gaming. This is just to help them.
No, it gives them more of a foothold and being able to control how games are distributed. How games are distributed. They say, fuck, if you big publishers.
Listen, y'all, what y'all saying is absolutely true. So let me not get my words minced up when I say this. I do believe what y'all saying is absolutely legit, right? They want to control the distribution and shit like that. They want to be able to say, we can dictate what goes where, when, how, and whatever, right? I do believe that. But in this particular case, I think they just see what a revenue generator this is for Sony, and they're just basically trying to dissect that. They're trying to basically bring down in any way that they can the amount of revenue that
Sony brings
PlayStation
in.
that they can generate. Because the whole point is, bruh, like y'all was saying earlier, if they wanted to get exclusivity, they could have done that. They
could
don't
have
want
bought a
that.
deal.
Yeah, they could have.
No, they don't, because
that's
they
not
don't
what they
want to
want.
sell games though. They're not trying to sell games. They want them to be on that service.
Yeah,
I mean,
there's more. I want to see more people coming out like from this, like who got laid off from this thing. People, no biggie. Shut up, no big deal. Like,
you know,
dude,
it does suck though. It sucks.
It
that
sucks
1,000
right before the
people got
holiday,
laid off.
man. It's like, I guess all the tech companies do. Like, you know, Stadia announced their shit too. Like, you know, but they didn't announce letting go people. They just canceled the program. I'm sure they're going to follow up with some.
Well, to be honest with you, the stock
They
market
said
is
everybody
really
was
fucked
moving
up right
to
now.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
I'm surprised.
So,
Sony might even have layoffs too, but it's just like,
I mean,
who
to be
knows?
honest with you, Sony didn't take on all of this new fucking.
That's what I mean. Like, they're in the process of acquiring another 10,000 employees after the Bethesda ones.
Yep.
And Satya keeps saying, he said in that stuttering interview where he's like, we want to do more with less. And yeah, like, dude, it's like, Anyway, Jay Thomas with a 5. He goes, it's like they're further trying to shrink their divisions to make themselves look as small and crappy as possible to push the acquisition through.
Nah,
they're not doing that. That's funny, dude. That's
I don't
crazy.
think that's what they're doing.
that's not. They're not doing that with 1,000.
No, they're not
employees.
letting
Do you
go
know how
people
many
to do that.
people? Yeah, do you know how many people Microsoft employ? Like seriously, 1,000 employees is a drop in the bucket. It's still fucked up though.
So I got some of the article here. It says the cuts appear wide. So this is what they're saying here. The cuts appear widespread across the company. Conversions with people close to the company and post social media like Blind and Twitter indicate that the cuts affected everything from Xbox console gaming division to the cutting edge Microsoft strategic missions and technology organization. Casey Lemson, a longtime Microsoft veteran and project manager in the office of CTO, tweeted that she was let go. Microsoft statement. Microsoft in July, it planned off layoff. See, and then that other guy from his team with the cloud gaming and stuff like that. I don't know, man. This is just not good news.
Shit.
Not good news.
But that's what happened when
But
you
keep
take
buying,
on
but
all that extra
and people
weight.
hyping up this
Yeah,
Activision deal.
that is
Dude, how
true.
many people Activision have?
What browser is that you're using? Is that
This
what
is
is that?
Edge. I think it's Edge.
Oh my god, you
Is it
using
Oh, why
Edge?
you
that?
using that bullshit, man?
Yeah,
Is it
that
Edge?
little.
Oh, it is
You
Edge.
should be.
Oh no, they let go. I'm not using Edge anymore. No, because I have Chrome too, but I just use Edge for other things, just for that.
Nah, you know what I noticed? Chrome uses up a lot of resources.
Exactly, and Chrome just takes over stuff, so I just use Chrome sparingly when I need to do my stuff. But for just Edge and shit, I just use that.
Yeah,
but yeah, it's crazy. The ambassadors got cut too, dude. Hopefully everybody finds work and stuff like that. But my gosh, they are doing more with less. I can't believe that. It is what it is. And I know they're a huge company, so 1,000 employees to them are probably like 1%, 2%. Who the hell knows? But it's just insane.
But the fact that they're laying off people now
and
don't
buying publishers,
especially anybody in gaming, it don't even make sense.
hey, they gotta find
that's the
that money
thing.
from
Like an
somewhere,
Xbox,
right? They gotta find that money from somewhere.
You got to listen to these CEOs when they talk, man.
Activision has about 10,000 employees. How many in Bethesda have?
Shit, I don't know.
I'm checking out. Bethesda.
He said it would be more of a list.
Oh, ZeniMax. I mean,
I think they're gonna consolidate. Honestly.
They are totally, dude. Yeah, they. But ZeniMax Media had about 2,500.
Damn.
They've been absorbing tons of people in the studios and all that other stuff. So, like, dude, it's like people think that they're unlimited stuff. I'm like, dude, they're not. They're vulnerable just like any other company. Maybe they got more backup stuff, but again, it's just interesting that they're laying off people from Xbox when that's the thing that they're trying to grow and bring in more people, and they're all in on gaming and cloud and all the other stuff. And it's like, next gen hardware. I was like, oh shit, they're letting those people go. Yeah, they made some PR layoffs after announcing new hardware and big moves. This is a bad look considering they're acquiring Activision. Somebody wrote, but Game Pass is profitable.
Listen, they saw that little $2.9
Did they ever show
$2.5 billion? They took that away.
Wait, did they show profitability? Did they
No,
show?
No, they didn't show none of that. They just showed revenue.
They took away that $2.9 billion revenue on that chart. They got rid of it. Restructuring. Getting laid off 20 years. Wow. Yep. Well, what does it say? Well, news just came through. Jay Thomas the 5, he goes, yeah, I know it's a tinfoil cap, but these cuts are specifically in the divisions that are going to be facing level 2 scrutiny from the CMA and the FCC. Oh, damn. Blame Sony, Ryan says. Oh, my gosh. Jay Thomas, I don't know, man. All I know is that Microsoft is not immune to what everybody says that they are. And just make some goddamn games and stop with this celebrating a company and celebrating the fact that it has money, because it's not your money.
No, it's not your money.
When does A Plague Tale come out? Anybody know?
I don't know.
I don't know.
But your favorite song's coming on.
Oh, it's like us too. Games are coming back. 12 minutes and 80s.
It's 12 minutes in here.
It comes.
Like a requiem. What to play first and what to play last. To ground true and doom.
Look, it come out tomorrow, shit.
Yo, that falsetto, bro. Yo, y'all don't know the shit that I hear when I listen to music. Bro.
Listen, that's
not the same shit y'all hear.
I'll give you some. There's some reverb. Hey, booty. I don't know if Sick ever heard this song, though. I don't know if you could be able to hear it, but you heard about the Ghetto Booty song. Mr. Booty delivering coffee, everybody. I don't know if you heard this. I don't know if this one comes through, though. Yeah, that one doesn't come through. But the Ghetto Booty song is another infamous one. I do have one more for the grinders that's still here. I do have one more song for you. I think I have it here. Let me see. It's about games leaving Game Pass. Let me see if I have this one for everybody here in the Grindhouse. We're going to have a brand new song to go out on. Let me see. I think I have it here. I don't think you guys.
Yeah, Plague Tale tomorrow. I
gotta buy that shit though.
Yeah, get on PC though.
Oh no, I'm definitely getting it on PC.
Yeah,
oh,
there it is.
It's actually $39.
Is it?
Yeah.
All right, I got the song here. You guys are not gonna be able to hear it, but I'll play in the background for the grinders. Hit that like button, grinders, because I'm gonna be wrapping up. I gotta get to bed. Holy crap! So here's the like button. Here we're gonna have a new song here. Hopefully, well, we'll just play it. Here you say it. Well, here it is. Games leaving soon from Game Pass.
Saying goodbye is never easy, but sometimes it's our only choice.
Oh shit, it's even cheaper.
Let's do this.
$34.49.
The game you love might leave, so play
How much is
before
it
it
on
goes. And check the app for leaving soon. It's important that you know ahead of time to prepare for your last goodbyes. Load up your favorite game and play it for the final time.
Yes, fine.
Goodbye, game.
It is $60.
I love you.
Yeah. I'm getting it for $34.
I don't play this game.
Oh man, that's not the Fernando. All right, guys, I'm gonna head out. Yo, I want to thank Sick and Link and Frogs coming on, man. But man, that breaking news, holy crap! Feel bad for everybody, losing their job, and hopefully they get there. They get someone scooped up and go somewhere else. But it comes to show you that the company is not immune, doing more with less, and they keep wanting to spend, dude. And they're letting people go in the areas that we expect it to grow. And
wait. He said Microsoft had unlimited money.
Yeah, right. They have unlimited money. They're vulnerable, dude, and they can't just keep losing money in certain things. So wise up, talk about get games, and stop celebrating the fact that this $1 trillion company has $1 trillion and think they're immune to everything, because that does not.
They
matter.
think Microsoft's their friends. That's why they give them games.
They're not your friends. They're not your friends. They are people that are trying to sell you refrigerators. They're trying to sell you everything but goddamn games. And they need to come out with some games. They need to put up a shut up. It's been 6 goddamn years. But anyway, hopefully we'll see what happens, man. But it was a great show. Craziness going on. Boosters still, nobody wants that potatoes. Dirty potato. But shout out to Sick, Link, everybody coming on. And Sick, tell them where they find you.
You can find me under the bridge.
In Bubble, he just came out of his bubble bath, and he was all ready to go.
No, it was so great. Literally, so great.
Somebody wants the Silent Hill Siren. I'll let you go with the Silent Hill Siren.
Shout out to Froskin, man.
Oh my God, smoked! You got
Foreskin. Oh shit!
Oh shit! Frog's back. Frog, just say goodbye. I'll get the hell
I
out
had
of
to go
here.
and come back. I had to do something, so I had to go and come back. But
We just saw the breaking news about the 1,000 employees being laid off from Microsoft.
Oh, but they can buy. They got enough money. They got enough money to buy publishers.
There you go.
Okay.
Yep. And they let people go from Xbox too, gaming and cloud.
Oh shit!
And next gen hardware.
Maybe they'll become third party. Oh
Developing
shit,
dude! They who knows? Satya has some wise words for everybody.
And so everything that we're doing with our content,
So everything that we're doing, he sounds funny.
Our cloud and so everything that we're doing with our content, with our our cloud.
Ton his ass. Oh my god, everybody! Thank you very much for coming on. Shout out to Link, Sick, Frogs. Thank you again, everybody. Hit that like button, share it out. We'll be back at the Gaming Grindhouse next week, but also keep it locked here for Gaming Bites this coming up week, and hopefully we get more information on what's going on, and we get some goddamn games to play. Ragnarok is coming. Talk to you guys later. Hit me with the horns and hit me with the Game Pass. 12 minutes in Hades, confirmed.
Oh, it's like us too. New games are coming fast. 12 minutes in Hades, and they're all on Game Pass. Some of them are playing a Requiem. What to play first?